Doctor?
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you could be, but just be right here with me at BABGOG. And I appreciate y'all pull up on me, man. Shout out to a man down south, Yellow, bro. Already, man. Hit me with the 555 for the live, baby. Appreciate you, brother. Greatly appreciate you, man, for the support, man. Off the rip, brother. Again, man. I want to let y'all know, man, I greatly appreciate this. You know what I mean? For finding value in what I do and me not having to ask you, man. Appreciate you, brother. I mean that shit. So let's get into it, man. Y'all know what's going on. Listen, bro. When this Tory Lane shit happened, we all man was like, hey man, none of this shit making sense. Right. And I'm gonna play this because these details are gonna point out things, and I didn't have time to go over the live that I did, but this man's gonna bring up points that, like, you have a lost faith of counsel or whatever, or like horrible counsel. This case was purposely fucking like lost. Now, let me say this first. This is Tory Lane's fault because Tory Lane's wanted to be live by the street code. Okay. We gotta get rid of stop snitching and start snitching. If you are a man in any type of motherfucking altercation with a woman, bro, you need to fucking tell. Okay? Immediately. Any and all evidence you have to fucking support what actually happened versus the lie she's going to tell, you need to do it because we already know, and especially as black men, you are guilty until proven innocent. And even if you're innocent, you still guilty. Okay? So this is Tory's fucking fault for not just coming out and saying, hey, that bitch shot her. No matter how much Kelsey fucking hated Megan or was mad or all this other shit, so on and so forth, the sisterhood gone sisterhood. Women are going to fucking take up for women. When are y'all gonna understand this shit? Women gonna always be on code with women. Even and my understanding was the Kelsey bitch had complete total immunity. There wasn't nothing that she could have said to where, you know what I'm saying, she could have got prosecuted. And still, what did she not do? She didn't just say, hey, I shot the bitch. Why? Because she's more worried about what is gonna make her look like, oh my God, bitch. So now she get the motherfucking all of the vitriol and all of the hate that Tory got for, you know what I'm saying? When again, the bitch was never shot. Shrapnel is not shot. Shout out to all my vets. Okay. Shrapnel is not shot. Shot is an actual fucking projectile, a bullet from a firearm entering your body. That is shot. Shrapnel's not shot. Glass is not shot. Okay. We saw, and then she was what? How many days later was she twerking and dancing and whatever in the fuck? Y'all know how long it take a fucking bullet wound to heal? Do we got any fucking medical professionals in the building? A bullet wound is not like a regular injury, right? A scrape or scratch or whatever. Even like a stab wound, I don't think, right? A bullet hole, bro, you got a lot of shit going on. You have a very, very high velocity projectile that is highly, highly, highly it's hot, right? So you got being penetrated and burned and you know whatever else wasn't for, bro. You have to pack a bullet wound. A bullet wound ain't like a regular fucking what's name, man. You have to pack it and so it may heal from the inside out. If you just leave it open, you know what I mean? You don't fucking heal a motherfucking, and then it's your foot. You get shot through your foot, it's gonna more likely than not, especially at that close range, it's going through your foot. But yet, so let's hear this shit, man. Where's it at? I'm tripping. Oh. Oh, there we go. Enlarge this shit. There we go.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times.
Okay, so let's stop it there. Now, when the witness or the person that was standing over the thing gave the original testimony, it was one thing. But then when he got in court and testified, they questioned him within a way to where it was ambiguous or was confusing and conflicting. Okay, this is the issue, and I tell y'all this too, man. This is another thing, bro. I do not trust a fucking jury at this point. If I'm getting charged with a crime, bro, give me a fucking give me a bench trial. I'm dead ass serious because American society is dumb. American society is dumb. American society is fucking sexually biased. Y'all talk about the racism shit all the time. So you believe I would actually trust my life or years of my life in the hands of fucking idiots? A whole bunch of dummies. People that have fucking ulterior motives. A black man, look, bro, the level of hate for men in this country, bro, the misandry in America is all-time high levels. All these bitches hate men. Black, white, Asian, Arab, Indian, bro. Bro. I'm gonna take it back. Child said, "Hey, God, niggas, I'm gonna take it back to the Bible, right?" It doesn't go into the details in this, but it's the scripture. Somebody know the scripture? Tell me. What is it? Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Okay, you know why that? It's not just because of the witch. It's because of what the witch poisons. The witch fucking turns other people into witches, other women into witches. That's what fucking feminism is. Feminism is a fucking disease, bro. This shit is a curse. It's a fucking it's a demon. So you get women everywhere, all races, all ages, whatever. Men bad, men bad, men bad, men evil, hate men, all this other shit. And you have this fucking underlying level of disdain for men just off the strength. Couple that shit with couple the shit with American societies being simped the fuck out. Bro, you can't win in this shit, dog. Blanco, what up, fam? Hood Service, what up, brother? Listen, bro. Yeah, Shader said exactly, bro. I listen, no fucking way, bro. Yeah, exactly. Put me in front of the fucking judge who knows all the shit, and so on and so forth. Give him the fucking evidence, bro. And I'd rather roll my dice there. Motherfuckers is too dumb. Motherfuckers is too dumb nowadays to put your motherfucking hands. No way. But again, so her driver heard the conversation after the fact, right? Saying that she had the gun, she shot the gun 3 times. Okay.
In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun.
Now, again, I don't know if y'all remember this. One of the details they were claiming that they were saying that the gun, he was behind the door when he shot her. Tory Lanez is like 5'1", 110 pounds. Unless this nigga stepped up on the fucking on the ledge, and there's no way from even the description of this. And this is why I was saying, like, as a jury, when the jury found, I'm like, bro, what is up with this jury? What are we talking about here?
Never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting.
Again, all these details were said. The jury completely and totally ignored that shit. They listened to a bitch crying fake ass tears. The same bitch that had lied. The same bitch that had lied and said, I never had sex with him. I never had sex with him. I never had... Listen, bro, this is what I'm saying is crazy. I don't even think they brought that up in the they didn't bring that up did they bring that up in the case? Did the fucking the defense team bring up the fact of the matter that this bitch lied on national TV and gave fucking fake tears, claiming she never had a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? I don't even think they did that. Now we get into the, the esoteric Illuminati, sacrifice shit. This was Tory Lanez fucking price for bragging too loud. I don't know if you guys remember this shit. Tory Lanez, this was during the time of the crypto and what was they calling that shit? The NFT, right? It was the NFT era, early right after the lockdown and shit. And he sold his album as an NFT, so pretty much he recouped all the money. He was able to either bypass or backdoor the label, however you want to put it, right? And he found a way for the artist to recoup pretty much all of the majority of fucking money for fucking album sales and all this other shit, right? The nigga talked about it. He celebrated a little too hard. And again, man, hey, when you go up against a motherfucking machine, my nigga, all right? This ain't David and Goliath no more, nigga. This is David and Goliaths. All right, they were gonna send a message. So, but we ain't gonna get into that shit, right? That's definitely a fucking part of it. But to see the horrible fucking bro, Tory could have paid me 100,000, my nigga, and I could have represented you better than this. The money that he spent for this defense team, these defense lawyers, and mind you, my understanding was he had a representation, and then that representation dropped, which was, coincidentally that worked for Rock Nation. Now he got a new defense team right before the fucking trial, but they still didn't have the fucking wherewithal and the common sense to ask these questions, or you know what I mean, to make these points.
This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson.
Listen, how, what defense lawyer is going to allow the trial to go and be like, well, hey, whoa. You mean only my client's fucking DNA was taken? And then once they got the DNA, it was a DNA match, which means that shit's going to always be on the record. Whoever's DNA that is, the shit's in the fucking system, right? That shit stay in there, especially since it's a court trial. They got to keep it for so long. So on the appeal, you know what I'm doing? I'm subpoenaing for the motherfucking DNA samples from the driver, Megan Thee Stallion, and the fucking Kelsey bitch. I would have asked for a fucking, I would meet up like, oh, whoa, what do you mean? What do you mean? Y'all, so DNA is on the gun, but we don't know who DNA is. We never took the DNA of any of the other people that were in the vehicle? Are you serious? The fact of the matter, it was able to come to the fucking thing like that. It's like, what are we doing?
Even though unknown DNA was found on the gun.
Unknown DNA. Oh, it ain't fucking unknown. Like the only reason unknown, that means y'all didn't take DNA samples from the driver, the alleged victim, or the other person that involved in a fucking physical altercation. Are you kidding me?
Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken?
Yeah, why wasn't that bitch DNA taken?
Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken?
Again, why?
Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense? Even though unknown DNA was found on the gun.
And look, man, but for real, y'all was loud about her never getting shot. She never got shot, motherfucker. Where did they say she got shot at? Where did y'all say she got shot? She didn't get shot. The gun was shot. No one said that even bitches can't listen. Bitches can't even listen, bro. First comment here. Motherfucker, where does it say that she was shot? She wasn't shot. That's another big part of it too, man. Listen, bro, if you live in LA, bro, hey, you get what you get, nigga. I don't even care. Y'all living in fucking LA, bro, with this whole shit, and you can't even have a gun, and you gotta run away from motherfuckers. They breaking your house and all this other shit. Yeah, and that's what all you need is a bitch to cry you a river. You let a bitch get up there, and that's why I say Tory. It was Tory. This is why it's Tory's fault, because Tory didn't get up there and say, "Hey, that bitch is lying. Her friend shot her, or shot at her." Tory should have took the fucking stand, but because this nigga A 5'1" R&B, 110-pound nigga, a Canadian R&B nigga was trying to live by street code, and now your ass getting motherfucking stabbed up like a fucking pincushion, nigga. Now motherfuckers carving your ass up like a Thanksgiving turkey. Thank God you survived. It's crazy this shit happened right before this fucking evidence came out too. That's not a coincidence. Bro, Tory Lane shit is the appeal is gonna be had finally. Like every other black man, Bill Cosby, whoever, right? He had to do these 2 years. Hopefully he comes out healthy as much as he possibly can. And hey, our bad, nigga. Our bad. And most importantly, Megan Thee Stallion's career is never going to end. Nobody's going to be like, you lying bitch. You lied on this man. You put him in prison for nothing. He got damn near stabbed to death. Over what? Because you can control your pussy. All y'all talking about dick and pussy, dick and pussy, dick and pussy, dick. Nobody's talking about the fact of the matter. This bitch got mad because what's the Kardashian sister? The youngest Kardashian sister? What's the youngest Kardashian? Well, she's not a Kardashian. She's something else. What's Kim Kardashian's youngest sister? Well, I don't think it was Bill got mad. Respect, Bill was old. Yeah, Kylie Jenner. There we go. Kylie Jenner, right? Kylie Jenner. All this shit started at a fucking party at Kylie Jenner's house, bro. All this shit started at Kylie Jenner and Tory out here wild, and Tory living his best life. He just did the album shit. He on top of the world. He in the hot tub or whatever with fucking Kylie. Megan drunk ass. His borderline alcoholic allegedly, as many people had said. She can't control her liquor. She get mad. She want to leave, and Tory leave like a dumbass. But look, bro, I got money or I don't got money or whatever the fuck. If I come there with a bitch and a bitch start acting up, guess who I'm not leaving with? Don't leave with that bitch, bro. Okay? Men, listen to me. Young fellas. All right? Middle-aged fellas, old fellas, YNs, big bros, unks, OGs. If that bitch is mad, bro, do not get in a car with her. It is never going to turn out fucking good. Chris Brown, Ike Turner, Jonathan Majors, Tory Lanez. Do not get in a car in a small confined space, okay, with a woman that is angry. Don't do it. Especially a bitch that's drunk or she's fucking emotionally fucking imbalanced. Send that bitch home by her goddamn self. Give her time to cool off. If you are in confined spaces with a woman, bro, all right, and she's violent, she's belligerent, she's going to attack you. And if you defend yourself, now what? D Woods, shout out to D Woods. Keep telling y'all this shit, man. Niggas, oh man, you dick discipline, dick discipline, dick discipline, dick discipline. We didn't even got to DDG yet, but look, bro, you have all the dick discipline in the world, and all it takes is for a bitch to act up one time. For a bitch to get out of control one time. That's all it takes, bro. Once. Then she makes the accusation. The good thing about being a regular smuggler, nigga, all your business and all your shit don't get put out in the, on the internet and no one cares because you're not a celebrity. But now, if she claims DV, now you got to beat a DV charge. Y'all understand the shit that a DV charge, bro, is worse than like an assault charge. A regular assault charge, bro, nobody's asking you that question. You get a buy a firearm or whatever. They specifically ask you about fucking domestic violence on fucking firearms application. Your ass can't volunteer and be no mentor for these kids. You can't mentor these kids if you got a motherfucking domestic violence charge, bro. Conviction. Can't do it. This is another thing in the system that men need to fix. Am I saying it's okay and that, domestic violence is a big deal? No, of course not. But what I'm saying is that shit could be more detrimental, one of the most detrimental charges a man could ever fucking have, because it prevents and eliminates him from a whole bunch of shit. Job applications, all that type shit, bro. Thank you. Shout out to chat. That's why all these dick discipline niggas need to shut the fuck up, bro. Stop. Get them out of here for deep discipline shit, man. Y'all saw the case where this was a white lady, white girl. The white girl claimed, well, two of them, two different ones. It was a white lady with the kids, and the Indian man came up to her and asked her some questions about something in Walmart. The white lady lied on the old Indian man and said he tried to kidnap her and her kids. And then the other one was some white man, he just randomly out and about or something. And then the white girl lied on him and said he attempted to fucking, take her. I told you, bro, women literally hate men, bro. And society has built up all this fucking bullshit. This is what's so fucked up, bro. American society has allowed feminism to get so out of control and out of hand as to where America has killed masculinity that had a hand in it. When we was kids, bro, hey, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a police. I want to, be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be all these things. Bro, nobody wants to do none of that shit no more. The manly, respected professions and careers, you know what I mean? Nobody want to do none of that shit no more. Why? Mainly because that's man shit. America's loud fucking feminism gets to the point, bro, where anything a man does is. Shout out to Athena87. Appreciate you for the membership message.
You're too down with the gang. You're one of my members.
She said, keep telling the truth. I'm going to try, baby. I'm going to try. Shout out to my man Mojo for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. That's too. Sounds good, but niggas ignore red flags like cows ignore flies. Well, I mean, that's part of it, bro. I mean, that's a part of it. But like you said, at the same time, men's weakness and downfall is always going to be a woman. Take all the fucking, out of all the religion and all the spirituality out of the Bible. The biggest thing that the Bible constantly reminds men of is that women are going to be a man's greatest downfall, no matter how great the man. The first man, what was his downfall? Woman. The smartest man, what was his greatest downfall? Woman. The strongest man, what was his greatest downfall? Woman. A man that fucking God's favorite, what was his fucking downfall? A woman. Take the shot. Hey, God, niggas, take all of the Jesus and God and spiritual, bro. Just take it as a parable. Take it as a life lesson, an allegory. That the Bible tells you that no matter how great the man, okay, he is susceptible to a woman. It's been greater men than me and you that got fucked over by women. Nigga, you ain't him. Even again, the peas. The coolest, smoothest, strongest, whatever nigga you want, the smartest nigga you want to call. Again, you put the right motherfucking bitch in front of him, bro. Hey, all that other shit go out the door. Mojo, what you mean how? God said fucking Solomon was the smartest man ever, nigga. What you mean how? Well, the right wrong bitch. You get what I'm saying? Random, random. The right wrong bitch, brother. You got it, brother. Hey man, shout out to my man Chief Rocker, man. A1 day one, getting that mailbox money, always motherfucking coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro.
That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
With the 50 ball, man. This is a no lies detected and certified official stream, brother. I greatly appreciate you, man. You know I try, man. You know I try. Listen, shout out to Athena. My mom was a destructive force in our family. She all the way crossed the water, baby. She even crossed the water. Yep. Adam, Samson, Solomon, and David. And there was a few more in there. Hell, was it Noah? Noah's daughters took him, bro. Noah's daughters got Noah drunk and they got pregnant by him, right? Right? Noah was a drunk. God delivered him from his drunkenness. Lot's daughters. Lot's daughters. Appreciate you, brother. See, this brother here reads his Bible. Yes. Look at all. Look, man. Look where all these hate God niggas at. Y'all making me proud, man. We're gonna turn this into You'll turn this into devotion now. Don't get pastor-tastic in here. I got a congregation, brother. Yes. But yeah, Lot's daughters got him drunk, man. Took him, both of them. They ran a train on their daddy. The daughters ran a train on their daddy. Nobody talk about that shit. Yeah, that all because the mama couldn't listen. Hey, listen. The angels came down. Look here. Y'all the only motherfuckers that's, living right. When you leave the city, don't look back. What her hard-headed ass had to do. And Lot don't even know, because Lot, listen, they get to the motherfucking, they get to where your mama at. Where your mama at? Just for the daughters to get him drunk and run a train on him. Goddamn. Listen, man. One of the greatest stories ever told. I don't know why these niggas hate the Bible so much. Shout out to Mojo in the building for another 5. Appreciate you, brother. I feel like that's a weak excuse considering the info we have now, maybe before, but not now. No, brother, no, it's not a weak excuse because, again, I don't think you guys understand again, for one, the biological aspect of it and then the emotionality of it. So this is why men are so careful about taking women serious, because when a man takes a woman serious, he trusts her fully. He's not looking for anything other than that woman. Men aren't hypergamous. Men aren't looking for a better deal. When a nigga out here on these hoes, he out here on these hoes, and he gonna be that way, and he lets it be known, and that's how he handle it. Hey, none of you bitches is special. I'm dealing with who I'm dealing with. It is what it is. But when a man really fucking settles down and he says, hey, this is the woman I'm gonna choose, he don't have nothing other than her. So once that man starts dealing with a woman in all honesty and all love and all admiration and all this other shit, he can get caught the fuck up, bro. And we seen this shit. Tell me the red flags with fucking Halle Bailey. She was the Little Mermaid, nigga. They grew up and they was all the little wholesome little family girls singing songs and some gospel shit. She was the mild one of the sisters. You know, what's the other girl name? Chloe. Chloe was a little, you know, the wannabe thought, the pretend thought. She out here getting hit from the bike on TV shows. You know, she was doing everything to shape the fucking role of, you know, wholesome and family. Yeah, Disney kids, man. What are you talking about? Now look at her. So, well, I gotta do this because you niggas, y'all love this, man. So so I didn't put this in the title, but because I already knew what time it was. I was the first one to tell y'all all this Diddy shit was true. Remember how I told y'all I knew the Diddy shit was true? Y'all remember the detail that I gave y'all that I was like, I hit the nigga with the 50 cent.
He did that shit. He guilty as fuck.
Y'all remember what detail it was? Swam was a miniseries. Yeah, listen, man. Who served the niggas? Hey, man. Y'all niggas covered this fucking Diddy shit by day, bro. Y'all better than me, bro. Y'all niggas got some strong stomachs. That's all I'm gonna say. Swarm. Oh, yeah, swarm. So so the detail was I told y'all, Kid Cudi's team came out, and this was before like the even the tape was released and all this shit. And somehow, some way, Kid Cudi's representative said the nigga car got blew up. A fucking car bomb, nigga. When that shit got said, I was like, oh hell no, he did that shit. He did it. Yeah, I was like, nigga blew a nigga car up. Yeah, no. Hey, that's his bitch. Diddy ain't fucking around. Yeah, listen, man. These Diddy-tivities is wild, bro. Diddy-tivities, listen, bitch participating in Diddy-tivities, baby. Hey, you no, baby, you go ahead. No, you got it. You got it, baby.
Once again, man, you back in popping with the piece of profit, man. Let's wait no time to get straight into it. Cassie says her longest freak off with Diddy went down for 4 days straight. But let die. So if you went on a freak off for 4 days straight, bitch, nigga, I don't give a fuck how talented Diddy is. That nigga ain't no iRobot. He ain't no Tesla robot. Bitch, he was tired. You couldn't escape. Throw the trial away. Free that man instantly. Come on, man. The facts ain't facting. 4 days straight, man. What kind of Molly them folk was on? What kind of beans them were? What kind of, come on, my nigga. Ain't that much clean in the world. Ain't that clean. It ain't no clean that clean. 4 days in a row, bitch, you couldn't escape. Cap. So, bitch, you couldn't run out the door. You couldn't run out that condo. You couldn't run out that high rise. You couldn't run out that.
Nigga, Diddy was doing, listen, at some point in time for 4 days, we know what Diddy was doing.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
Robert Platinum, you don't listen. A bitch put enough baby oil on, you can't grab it if you wanted to. All of this, the main escape ingredient was there the whole time. All Cassie got to do, dump 2 bottles of baby oil on her. Then he can't grab her. Nigga, all you want. No, You never catching a bitch with covered in baby oil. A bottle of baby oil, bitch. Listen, only God can catch you. And even he gonna have to grab you twice. I don't think y'all heard me. Nigga, if you put a whole bottle of baby oil on your body, bruh, a pair of vice grips ain't gonna motherfucking grab you. 4 days. Again, listen, I am not downplaying any woman that's been a victim of, SA or any type of sexual improprieties or assault or anything, aggressions, right? But this is what we're saying. Bro, she was a willing participant. You got to be a freak hole to stay in a freak off. Bro, they say they got 13 different gigolos. And the one detail to where she was participating back and forth between Diddy and the other niggas, trading bodily fluids. She was trading man bodily fluids with Diddy. Come on now, no. In too deep like motherfucker Omar Epps out this motherfucker. That's what it was, and then she had the money behind it. Come on, man. We got to stop doing this shit. No, she's a victim. No. Maybe is she become a victim? Yeah. I'm not doubting that. We saw the tape. Very unfortunate. But to get to that point, baby, after the first freak off, I'm sorry. After you go to the second freak off, bitch, you done bought a ticket. Listen, hey, Dub, ain't no way. And it's the same shit going on. Shout out to Dub Will. I'm glad you brought it up. I want to bring this up. This case, and what was the other case? What was the other case where the lady was pregnant during the testimony for it, and some dude was accusing some shit? I forget what it was. Was it? Hold on. Give me a second, real quick. Oh no. So the girl, what's her name? I don't know if she was pregnant. I don't know if she was pregnant through the trial, but she said, nah. When was the Tory Lanez trial? Was it 22 or 23? The Tory Lanez trial was what, 22 or 23? That's crazy. So that's what I'm saying. So I didn't even hit Blanco. I didn't even know this because I'm not keeping up with it. So, bitch, you definitely a willing participant. How you gonna be a victim and you like, oh, I like that one. His piss was the right temperature and texture. This bitch turned into a whole piss pot. Cassie was a piss pot. Listen, man, look, baby. All of your body fluids except for one, that shit go in the toilet. Bitch, I'm not pissing on you. I'm not spitting on you. I'm not shitting on you. No, baby, the only thing you're gonna get is the one motherfucking fluid that's meant for you, baby. That's it. All the rest of that shit, baby, you too freaky for me. Bitch, tell me, pee on me. Hey, this is our first and last time. I'm gonna finish, but no more after this. You a nasty bitch, okay? You're nasty. I don't understand, man. Listen, look, bro. and this is why I say with the Diddy shit, bruh, you can go too far. There's such thing as having too much pussy, right? There's such thing as having too much sex, cause the regular shit, you know, when you get too far out, nigga, you can't fucking get off without the extreme shit. You gotta dial it back. Oh yeah, I'm definitely finishing, brother. Listen, I ain't gonna listen. Hey, this hey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen, bro. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, nah, man, never. Wow, never, no, And that's why I tell you, be careful, man. Hey, these hoes out here eating ass, man. These hoes out here eating ass, so be careful who y'all niggas like tonguing these bitches down and kissing them in the mouth and all this other shit. Hey, man, nah, if she licking your gooch, nigga, and you kissing her in the mouth, your ass, you gay. You Lamborghini door leg niggas.
Hey, you gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. That's gay.
Yeah, you Lamborghini door leg niggas is out of hand. What the fuck? What? This is crazy. Listen, man. Yeah, man. No, man. See, yeah. Listen, man. Yeah, we gonna move on from this. Let my boy finish.
Come on, man. That mansion. You couldn't escape. You couldn't get away. It took you 10 years to get away. Come on, man. This, like, look, man. If y'all gonna goddamn convict the man for being freaky, hey, man, a whole lot of niggas in trouble. Hey, man, the man into some wild shit. Y'all, I can't lie. The fact that the nigga want male excrements and semen rubbed on his nipples, I don't even what you call that, bro. Like that, like.
Yeah, man. Listen, that was the detail that I heard, bro, and I'm done with the trial, bro. I'm never gonna speak those words ever in my life. I'm never gonna say what he just said. That's why I let all y'all brothers say it. When I heard that detail, hey man, listen, man. No, man, I'm cool. Nigga, I'm about to donate this to rock this in my motherfucking. Hey, any one of you niggas want? I got two unopened bottles of Ciroc, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, man, hit me up. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I think this was too close to Diddy era Ciroc. No. Athena, we told y'all this shit long time ago. Everybody said we was crazy. Everybody said we was conspiracy theories. We told y'all fucking what's the name was trying to block the sun out. We told y'all that shit, man. We told y'all Bill Gates had a fucking thing to block out the sun. We told y'all this. Yeah, no, man, no. Blanco, it's definitely for the hoes at this point, though, Blanco. It's definitely for the hoes. I won't be drinking no Ciroc. They might have let Diddy put his finger in it or some shit. I don't trust it. see the niggas like this? Yeah, no. You drinking that Ciroc, huh? You gotta have the Ciroc when you're in the Diddy-tivities, baby. When you're participating in the Diddy-tivities, it's nothing like a cold glass of Ciroc. Get the fuck out of here, man. Not me, nigga. You're not gonna get me. Shout out to a man like Mike 5.0. Appreciate your brother. What's up, Fantastic? I knew you was gonna address this shit. Of course, man. You knew it, man. Well, I don't know what part you talking about. This is just like a small preamble, brother. This all. Yeah, this all y'all will get from me, nigga, from about the Diddy shit, man. I'll let the rest of y'all brothers have this shit. Yeah, bro. Once they said that shit, bro, I'm out, bro. SpongeBob mean all the way. Hey, all right, I'm out. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, man. Yeah. Take that. Yeah, no, nigga. I don't trust it.
Like priming the battery, goddamn oozing the nipple. Like I don't know what that shit called out. Like Holmes into some wild shit. But shit, this man do life in prison because he owns to some freaky shit. And then,
yeah, man, the nigga's a freak. Okay. He's a fucking he the nigga's a freaky ass nigga, man. Nigga supposed to do life in prison for being a freaky ass nigga. That means hell, all these motherfuckers from the 70s and shit that was participating in these orgies at Studio 52 need to be locked the fuck up. Some of you niggas done went to sex parties. All right? Yeah, some of you niggas done went to sex parties, went to these little sex clubs and shit. You need to do life in prison? Come on now. Now, if you out here, pussy crook, if you out here taking a pussy, I understand. But come on now. Freak Nick. Black Bike Week, Daytona Beach. Man, get the fuck out of here. These fuck homecoming parties? You know all the wild, crazy shit I heard about some of these HBCU parties? Man, y'all niggas better listen, man. All y'all niggas need to go to jail. If we putting Diddy in jail, nigga, all you freak niggas need to be locked up.
You going to jail. That statement gonna send you to jail.
Yeah, CIAA. All-Star Weekend? Every All-Star Weekend, I know you niggas need to be locked the fuck up. Great minds, Chief Rocker. You niggas that be renting out the strip club, private strip club parties. We know what's going on in there. Nigga, a new term in VA, you selling party niggas? What you know about a selling party? Nigga, if you done ever been at a selling party, nigga, you locked up. What's we doing, man? Yeah, what's the shit they got what's it something fest, not Essence Fest. What's the shit where the bitches was sucking dick in the pool? Something fest, what's the name fest? What they call it, y'all? Y'all paint and sip bitches? All y'all need to be paint and sip or paint and tip. We know what paint and sip mean. Paint and tip. Y'all paint and tip bitches. Painting just the tip. Yeah, it was in Texas. The what's the name shit it was. It's something fest or something. What's the name? Mocha Fest. There we go. Mocha Fest. You know how many of you niggas getting locked up for being freaky ass niggas and bitches? Come on, man. What are we doing, man? Finna send this man life to prison. But again, the overall thing, there's some industry shit. Hey, don't listen, man. I told y'all, man. Listen, man. I do not want to exceed the regular pussy level, baby. Listen, baby, I appreciate you. Listen, you got that good head, that good mouth, baby. You got that good pussy. Listen, hey, holla at your boy, Fantastic. I don't need no handcuffs. Ain't gonna be no piss, no nothing, none of that wild crazy shit. I ain't gotta tie you up, nothing. No, baby. Listen, I just got some great dick for you, baby. That's all we need. Great dick and pussy will suffice. All right, round for round. Who go win the belt, baby? Who go knock who out first? Ain't no pills around here. I don't need no pills. I don't need no honey. None of that. None of that shit. No, baby, bring it here. Come on. 1v1. Now, if you want to bring another bitch in here for a threesome, hey, I can do that. But anything more than that, no, Anything more than a threesome is a freak off. I can't, no, baby, I can't do it. No, I'm cool. You got to schedule her and we just swap out. Okay, well, at the very least, if we got, you know what I'm saying, I get only two, you know what I mean? One dick and two pussies at a time. That's the allowance. Anything over 3, all right, you're getting too close to Diddy, all right? Anything more than 3, you too close to Diddy. And 3, all right, is me and 2 pussies. Okay? 1 dick, that's it. All right? Ain't finna be no My dick, the only dick out in the room, baby. You hear me? No, Ain't finna be nobody sitting back watching. Motherfucker got a camera in one hand and, you know, and something else in the other. No, no. These old white ladies be out of hand. Oh, you're big and strong. Just put a one in the chat, fellas. You done been propositioned by these old ladies when you out at the fucking bar or some shit. Oh, you're a big one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get away from me, old white lady. Ain't y'all your husband not about to sit in the corner and beat his meat while I motherfucking beat out your bike. No, baby. See, Robert Platinum, no. Them old white ladies will pull up on you with they freaky ass husband in a minute. Even JT, no, listen. Bucks in here, like, what? In a minute. See? In a minute. Oh, yeah, you're strong. You're bitch, get away from me, bitch.
The bit was partaking with him, doing freaky shit. She wanted this nigga to be in her mouth. Come on, man. Free that man, dog. Or charge a nigga, or make up a charge and say, if you're too freaky gas, go to jail for life. Make that charge up, but don't sit here and tell her this man was forcing this bit and they had a freak off for 4 days, man. And this bit didn't escape. I don't want to hear nothing else, man. Cut this cap, man. Free did it, man. Let die.
Shout out to him, man. Just Q, man. Shout out to him, man. Hey, listen, T-Rock, I learned about that shit while I was in deployment, nigga. That King of Spades shit, Queen of Spades. Yeah, you see a white lady or an Asian woman with a fucking Queen of Spades tattoo, my nigga. Now let's get to the other part of this shit, man. The DDG, yeah, y'all niggas is wildin'. The DDG and Chloe Bailey saga, man. What the fuck was it? What did I do with the? Did I? Hold on. I had it in this shit. Fucking what's her name? God damn it! The shit reset. Give me a light check, mod. Give me a light check. Shit. Shout out to Dane C, man. Appreciate you, brother. For the one. One's better than none's, man. Greatly appreciate you, brother. What the fuck is mine? Let's see. Real quick. And it's the crazy thing about it, man. Now again, I am not condoning any type of domestic violence from any party. Okay? Women to men or men to women. Not condoning either or. But what we see is that women can hit men, women can abuse men, Women can do all these things to men, and it's funny. It's a joke. I forget who said it, but they talked about this, right? A man get kicked in the nuts. It's funny. America's Funniest Home Videos had like a compilation. I remember that. Put a one in the chat if you remember America's Funniest Home Videos. They will make compilations of dad getting hit in the nuts by his kids and, you know, all kinds of shit. And it was never like a, you know, it was like always funny. A bitch get punched in the titty though. That shit, you know, everybody, oh my God. Shout out to my man Daquan Wiltshire, man. Shout out to him, man. Listen, and shout out to the brothers, man. Listen, all the brothers out here, bro, that's standing 10 toes on this shit. Just Q, academics, as much as people that may not like him. Daquan, you know, myself, whatever, you know, the bigger brothers though, the bigger social media platforms, bro. This is important. As men, bro, we have to do this shit. Okay, when you stand idly by and you let a man be accused, and not just accused, but suffer consequences, bro, for a fucking lie, you complicit, nigga. You a simp, you a piece of shit, you a bitch ass nigga, you all that shit combined. All right, because it's a bitch and you worried about fucking public perception and public fucking opinion, so you ain't gonna say nothing, you gonna stay quiet, man. Fuck these dirty ass hoes, man. Fuck these nothing ass bitches. Where's the other joint at? Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. So this is where everything started. Pretty sure that's the first one. Yeah, that's the first one. Cool. Let's go here. And then I gotta close these bookmarks out. Cause y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Bookmarks get kind of wild. Bookmarks kind of, you know. Halle Bailey has accused DDG of physical abuse, breaking into her home, sending her a photo from her bed to imply cheating, verbally abusing her, destroying her Ring camera, throwing her phone out of his car, inciting fans against her during live streams, creating a threatening environment around their son. Now, I don't know if you guys been following this, right? But DDG was saying how DDG had to go from his crib to her crib to see the kid. All right, now again, just the same way I held Tory accountable for his part in this, I'm gonna hold DDG accountable. My nigga, you are a millionaire, multi-millionaire. Okay. There's no way, no how, as to where you shouldn't have had your lawyers on this shit immediately, brother. Okay. As soon as she gave you any static, any pushback. Listen, shout out to my ex-wife. Listen, one of the craziest things I regret and I didn't see coming or I didn't understand was the fact of the matter that bitch gonna flip. Okay. If she truly liked you, bro, she really liked you. You got some shit going on in your life. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. And you leave, nigga, that's gonna become your worst enemy at some point. I'm telling you. Okay. Everybody talk all this shit about DDG. DDG is a fucking DDG is like on the same type of time as like Kai Cenat. He don't got as much money as Kai Cenat, but DDG is a streamer nigga, right? He got a bag. Everybody was calling him broke. All the bitches calling him broke because they had no idea who he was. But DDG is more than 2 times the net worth of fucking Halle Bailey, right? They was trying to call him Dusty, Krusty Musty. Remember? So DDG, brother, you should have had your lawyers on a fucking custody agreement, child support set up, all this shit, whatever the fuck you gonna do, and all of these things, man. So there's none of this her controlling your relationship with your son. That's your fault, DDG. No, don't try to work it out. The first, listen to me. The first threat of I'm not gonna let you see your kid, or I would say a certain level of difficulty. You have to determine it though, but for sure, threat or action of not letting you see your child, or just some shit that just, you know what I mean, it's off-putting, it seems all fucked up or whatever, bro. Go to the court, start the fucking process, right? And go from there. I had the thing up, man. Mr. Ray, where Blueface was talking to him. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I think it my IG refreshed, so I lost it. But Blueface, out of all people, told this man what was gonna happen. Blueface told him. Hold on, man. What the hell going on here? Yeah, man. Hey, man. Come on. Go. Hey, look. Hey. Listen here, man. I got 200 people in the building. Only got 110 likes. Bro, this ain't no motherfucking discount sale. Y'all know good and hell well. All right? The like button is free. Please hit it for me.
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Darn more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
Hit the like button, people. Where the fuck is it at, man? Jesus Christ, I had that shit. Yeah, no, fuck that, nigga. What the fuck? Yeah, I can't find it. Fucking shit. G Dizzle, hell, I'm listen, Murder Man, hey man, if you do, brother, hit me up, bro. I'll put some on your commissary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if they got your information, Murder Man, you know what I mean? Tell your people to reach out to me, man. I'll definitely throw some money on your books, brother. But I'm pretty sure with a prison sword and knife combo, brother. Y'all know like how you got the big katana. Anybody know what you call the little thing? What's the little blade they got? They get caught. They have the Harry Curry. That nigga had the prison samurai combo, man. I'm pretty sure the Murder Man probably doing life. If I had to guess, G Dizzle, I'm pretty sure he's in there on the life sentence, brother, with a prison sword and regular knife combo, brother. Hey, I do randomly. Hey, JT, Hey, I do just randomly pop out doing that shit from time to time. Motherfuckers look at me crazy. Hey, what the hell are you talking about? That's a badass shirt. But yeah, man. Let's get to it, Doc. So the whole DDG situation, man. If young fellas, listen, bro. As soon she will turn on you. Understand this. Her sisters, her mama, her whatever, these hoes. That's the biggest thing, man. Is like women listen to women. Unfortunately, women listen to other women, and when she's a celebrity, bro, she's fighting for the sisterhood. She's a sisterhood representative, so she has to be on brand, and she has to motherfucking perpetuate the, you know what I mean, the bullshit, man. DDG's a little nigga, man. DDG's not violent at all. I think he got beat up on camera, if I remember right. I think somebody whooped DDG. I forget what the context was, but I think he got into it with somebody and he ended up getting whooped, and they talked about it, right? DDG ain't no violent nigga, man. Just look at his whole vibe, right? His whole personality. And of course, you go from that, and then this is what she does, right? Women are always looking at fucking leverage. We don't know what, Tia P. What do we not know? Now, Tia, remember, and this is another thing too. I'm glad Tia said this because what Judge Joe Brown say? She was a gorilla pimp. They ruined Ike Turner. They made Ike seem like Ike was the aggressor and he was out here beating on Tina and she was whooping him. Tia P, there's no evidence of it. There's no evidence of it. There's no evidence of it, Tia P. I can't take the word of a person. Show me a bruise. Show me a police report. Show me you going. This, Tia P, this is my problem. This is my problem. A woman gets to come out here and say, a man did something to me, right? And she didn't go to the authorities. She comes to the internet, especially celebrities, because they know that's what's going to happen. Yeah, well, the chip tooth, hold on. I think they got the chip tooth thing here. Let me see. Let me see what's going on here. I actually had that. Where is it at? Where's it at? I just saw it. What the fuck is going on? Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Hold on. Let's address this right here, TAP. Let's see what we talking about. Let's see.
Guys, like I've always been a little scared of the dentist, but I'm going for my regular cleaning and also because I chipped my tooth and I'm just a little nervous. Guys, like
So she's saying I chipped my tooth. Yeah. What are we talking about? Yeah, how you get a chipped tooth from a punch and no busted lip? Tia P. And Tia, I'm glad you're doing it. I'm glad you're doing this, Tia. But again, you kind of, you women always, women naturally sympathize with women. That's another thing too. It's just a natural trait. Well, she wouldn't just make it up. Until your son or your dad or your brother or someone close to you goes through this, and women always have that level of empathy for another woman, right? Until it's done to a man that you love and care about. I tell you, I tell this story. God rest his dead. My great uncle was a preacher, bro. A preacher, military veteran. He retired. Outstanding man, bro. Never heard anybody say one bad thing about him. You know how they say, like, I never heard one person say a bad thing about my uncle. He was a sailor, but he never cursed. You know what I mean? He was like the ideal man. All right. Reverend John Wilburn, right? Upstanding man. He was a substitute teacher for the school district in Macon, right? East Side specifically, right? And my grandma it came up in just conversation. She told a story about how he had to stop substitute teaching because one of the girls was acting out, and he said, "Hey, am I gonna have to give you at least he called it a citation, right?" And he said the girl told him, "Well, if you get me in trouble, I'll go up there and tell him that you touched me." And that's the day he walked out and never walked into another school ever again for substituting. The little bit of bullshit money he was getting for that, he retired. He's a pastor. He didn't need a job. He didn't have a job other than what's name. So he was just, serving his duty to and this is why I said another thing too. Y'all be mentor these kids, man. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck the kids?
Yeah.
Creepy text of her bed. What does that even mean though, Snow Patrol? I'm confused. What is creepy pictures of a bed? What are we talking about here? Without context about him saying anything, text messages in themselves are like, so if you send a picture of the bed, they could have been doing some freaky shit or whatever, or he been trying to get to the, you know what I mean? What are we saying here? That's what I'm saying. I don't believe it.
I've always been a little scared of the dentist, but I'm going for my regular cleaning and also because I chipped my tooth.
And Haley's been out in the public, bro. She hadn't been put up
And
hiding nowhere. Haley had one just she didn't go into hiding. She'd have been out everywhere, any every chance she get in front of a fucking camera. So what are we talking about? A chipped tooth? All right. Shit, I got a chipped tooth.
In a relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries, I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice.
That's another thing too. Listen, bitch, start talking all that motherfucking all that zodiac sign shit to me. Hey, listen, baby. Nah. Mouthing them out. Okay. It's already bad enough you can blame your fucking attitude, 7 days out the month on your fucking period, on your cycle. I'm not about to deal with your motherfucking zodiac sign year round, baby, for life. No, that's not fit to be no excuse for you being a motherfucking raging bitch to me. I'm not accepting it. Not me. Bitch talk too much about motherfucking horoscopes and then listen. Y'all out here fucking these witch bitches. That's what you niggas doing. Okay? Bubble, toil, and trouble ass niggas. Y'all ain't fooling me. These earthy bitches and these tarot card bitches be the freakiest of freaks. Be fine too. That's a part of the witch shit. Remember, y'all remember Game of Thrones? Remember on Game of Thrones, the motherfucking witch was sexy as a motherfucker. The red lady, the red woman or whatever the fuck it was, and that bitch take that motherfucking stone off. She all crumpled up and shit. That's how these hoes is, man. Y'all better leave these witch bitches alone. They gonna steal your soul, nigga. Yeah, hey, they don't know about them roots, Dub Will. It's not roots, it's roots. It's spelled roots, but it's pronounced roots. Put them roots on you, boy. Ass be out in the summertime with a motherfucking leather trench coat on. Yeah, man, listen. Hey, y'all, play with that shit if you want to.
Online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person. But if somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason.
Put it down.
Own sister snitched on her. And listen, if she's too innocent, that's another thing too. If she's too nice, she's too demure, all that shit or whatever. I'm not even a shit test dude, bro, but you definitely have to see who a woman really is, right? Get her drunk and get her mad. See how she really motherfucking reacts, bro.
I've, you know.
Just laughing about it. Bitch start giggling about what she did. That means she done did some motherfucking diabolical shit, nigga. Bust the windows out your car, slash your tires, all kinds of crazy shit.
I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me. I am nosy, number one. Number two, I like drama. I just don't like drama in my life. But
yeah, see, listen, you mole bitch. I'm sorry, man. I can't do the moles, man. All right, this is a mole. Freckles, if it's flat, I'm okay with that. Okay. All right. If that shit is raised, I can't do it. If it's raised, baby, if it's off the no, no, ma'am, can't do it. No. Holy moly donut shop. Get out of here.
I love watching it in other people. So I love my baby so much. I need him with me in order to function, in order to be able to do the scenes and everything. So he's been out here with me majority of the time. But this week, and I go home on the weekends. But this week I had a lighter week and I'm going home tomorrow. So I got here last night and I'm going home tomorrow. So I was like, let me try to test myself and see if I can be without him for a day and leave him, let him and his daddy have daddy and son time. And you guys, I miss him so much. But everybody knows Moo's the best daddy to him. But I miss him so much. Yesterday on the plane, I was crying. And I went to, the little airport stores. I bought a teddy bear. And I was like clutching it to my chest. I bought a Build-A-Bear and a blanket. And I was clutching it to my chest. Literally on the plane last night crying to not feel like miserable without him. I love him so much, guys. I don't know how this is possible. Anyway.
And that shit too. Listen, she refers to him as your child, as her child, and not our child. That's my child. Brother, find the nearest motherfucking court, file the paperwork, nearest child support office, put yourself on it. Go ahead and get ahead of the curve, brother. Young niggas be trying to help y'all. We don't want y'all to have to go through the shit that we went through, right? And of course, now she told you, because what? That works up to what? That's her child. She can't live without him. She needs him to function and all these different things. Haley Bailey requests sole legal custody of her son and that he needs to be allowed to see him only once a week, supervised by a professional company. You lay the foundation with accusations of violence, right? No proof. That's all you need is her word. And then you fucking go the legal route. Again, DDG, brother, I blame you for this. You got way too much money, man. You got way too many people that's done been down that road, right? For you to be victim of this shit. For you to be behind the 8-ball, brother. You got way too many resources for you to be behind the 8-ball on this. Now let's listen to one of the most toxic bitches. And this is why, listen, this is why you need hoes. This is why you need ratchets. This is why you need, because every now and again, right? A broken clock is right two times a day, right? You need women like this to tell you the behavior of the women that act like Haley. You need the fucking the clear, just horrible, unruly bitch to tell you, because she knows. She know the bitch that's pretending. She can see her too. She just knows she got an image and she got something to, you know what I mean? So but you need the Tia Kemps, man. And she funny as shit.
DJ, I don't know what the fuck going on. But everybody, all my nieces and nephews keep sending me this shit going on. And I don't know. I don't. But I do know this. We ain't no fucking saints. I've kicked my baby daddy in the fucking stomach and took off running. When that motherfucker caught me, he hit me back in my stomach and I was out of breath for 5 minutes.
Now, again, I do not condone violence. I do not condone violence. I do not condone violence from women to men or men to women. But it is a natural reaction, especially in the moment, okay, to strike someone back if they strike you. This is why everyone needs to keep their hands to themselves. Men especially. Again, if she put her hands on you, my nigga, call the cops, file the fucking domestic violence shit, show up. We are a problem with a lot of this because you don't want to be known as a nigga that, oh, nigga, she beating your ass. When she not really beating your ass. I mean, it's real hard for a woman to whoop a nigga, right? But because of our pride, we don't take this shit as far as we need to take it. The first time a bitch put her hands on me, man, I'm putting them people in her life. And I will be showing up to the motherfucking domestic violence hearing to tell my story. I most certainly will. Hold that, bitch. More men need to start doing this shit. A woman puts her hands on you, call the fucking police, right? Record everything you can record, press charges, and don't motherfucking retract them. That will help. That will help, bro. I would say this right here. If you were able to do that in a lot of these cases, bro, the custody rate of fathers would flip like instantly. If more men actually reported the women attacking them and abusing them physically, bro, the whole motherfucking family court system will be in shambles. But again, because of pride, you know. Oh shit. Let me get these super chats, brother. I'll get you in here. Give me a second. Shout out to Azriel, first of his name for the 5. Appreciate you, brother. Lil Scooter, Chris Brown, Travis Rudolph, Carly Russell, Brickface, Jonathan Majors, Byron Scott, DDG, Tory Lanez, Kiki's baby daddy. Oh yeah, Kiki Palmer's baby daddy. But it's only white women though. Exactly, man. All this bullshit about that white woman go ruin your life and them white women go get you locked up and all this other shit. Yeah, man. Get the fuck out of here with the bullshit. Too cool for school for the 5. Appreciate you, brother. We thought she was a sweet, innocent Disney angel, like they say. Show me a baddie, I'll show you a man who's sick of her. Well, I don't think she qualifies as a baddie, brother. Matter of fact, I know she don't. Haley definitely doesn't qualify as a baddie. She could have been a real life Avatar actor. Her sister fine as a motherfucker though. Yeah, no, her sister's a baddie. She's not. Shout out to TAP for the 5. Appreciate you, love. Fantastic. So are you thinking the same thing as Chris Brown and Rihanna, or is she straight up lying? I believe she's straight up lying. I don't think DDG put his hands on her at all. The thing with the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation is that we could see, right? We saw it in real time. But at the same time, Rihanna came back and she admitted it. And this is the crazy part no one ever talks about. Rihanna admitted to fighting and biting Chris Brown. Motherfucker still didn't care.
She said she was trying to rip his nuts off.
Yeah. And
that's all I need to hear. She said I
Dub will while driving.
Right.
Or was it in a
no,
limousine?
he said that. And they said she grabbed me by my nuts and was trying to pull them off. What more do you need to hear?
Yeah, like or getting bit. Dub.
All that.
Again, let a grown person bite you, bro. You gonna do any and everything in your fucking power to get them off.
Right. Now you driving.
You're
trying to get off here. And then she I don't think women understand how painful this like we all hooped before, and you all, we've all been grazed.
Yeah. That nigga, all it takes is a grade, not to mention a whole fucking knee or some shit, nigga. That shit in your motherfucking stomach.
I don't give a damn how strong you are, how tough you are. That's gonna bring a grown man to his knees, fam, every time. And now you trying to rip him off? If he had a pistol, he probably would have shot her. I just be real. Can we be real?
Hey, bitch. Yeah, hey, get in the leg. Yeah, you gonna try to kill him.
Get off me, get off. A pinky toe going off, I'm shooting a thumb off something. You better lose something.
Hit him with a Della Reese. Let me finish playing it and get to it.
Now, all I'm gonna say is this: I don't know who the fuck hit who, but all I could tell you is this: leave that police ass shit out of the equation. All right, you got a motherfucking baby. If you want some police shit to do, you go to family court. And you get your money and you get y'all visitation and let that shit be. I ain't putting no screening orders on my baby daddies. I'm not doing that. I ain't never tried to. Bitch, I don't want you in jail because you can't do shit for us in there. I'm going to beat your ass and you bet not call no fucking police. You whoop my ass, I ain't calling them bitches either. I'm kicking your fucking ass back. And you come get the motherfucking baby after I black your eye and break your fucking elbow, bitch. I don't like this little shit that's going on under the fucking sea. Because my nephew should be able to see his baby and vice versa.
Yeah, man. I don't agree with that. By all means, again, listen. If she motherfucker put her hands on you, put them motherfucking people in her life, man. Fuck that shit. This ain't finna be no goddamn back and forth, motherfucking never ending rumble, goddamn. No, bitch, put her hands on you, my nigga. Send her to jail. Eric, hey, what's up, brother? What you got for us?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want to say, man, it's been a like a I don't know too much about this DDG and all this stuff, but as far as like the Diddy and the Tory Lane, I think both of them guys gonna be free by the summertime. But yeah, I think Diddy pretty much won his case by like the testimonies with the male escorts. Only thing that can hurt him now is like a bodyguard giving him like some type of malicious intent to like to hurt people or something with their racketeering and all that, and they uncover something, but they still gotta prove that. So I think Diddy case, he might get something. Well, they say he had guns too, so I don't know, but I think that the major trafficking, that's done. I think he done beat that part. But as far as Tory Lane, I think Tory Lane, you can get an appeal, they gonna let him out too, because that's crazy as hell. You can lose your life for something you didn't do. Everybody was accusing you of. You went to trial and did everything like you're supposed to do. You still got found guilty. And now the bodyguard popped up, who they couldn't find this dude for like a couple of years. All of a sudden, he popping up with a confession saying the girl said that, she shot the, Meg and all that. So it's crazy, man. I think that both of these guys going to be out by the summertime. 4th of July, both of these guys going to be home and free. So that's all I want to say on them two cases.
I agree with you on Tory, but I don't know about Diddy. I was watching something else, and they were talking about it, and they said the only thing that could really stick with him is transporting sex workers across state lines and something like that.
But he didn't have no. I mean, right as of now, it's just her saying that she was involved in this stuff, and She was down for it to a certain degree,
No,
but
no,
she didn't want to do it every day.
that's fine. Like the
Yeah,
racketeering, I don't even know how this is a RICO case. To be honest with you, but
yeah.
like, the he did purchase like sex workers and then they brought them in out of state. That they can get you with that.
Yeah, the trafficking. That's
Yeah,
what's gonna be the trafficking part. So the
that's gonna be
dudes
his. That's gonna be his
paid
hardest
to get
battle.
it, and then what's even worse, this nigga gonna be the first nigga to get indicted or get found guilty for trafficking niggas across state line. Lord Jesus.
But I'm saying though, aren't the people saying that what the first guy said that she picked him and it was her idea. They had a lineup of guys and she was the one picking the guys
Yeah,
and
you
she was
saying, but listen
directing
what you're
everything.
saying,
But he's
brother.
paying
Listen,
for it.
yeah,
Huh?
I got it, Dub. So listen, Eric,
Huh?
that's solidifying what we're telling you. It's not about them being willing participants or any of this other shit. They were male escorts, right? They were people that have sex for money. Once you transfer them across state lines and you fly them out for the explicit reason for that,
Uh-huh.
now you are literally sex trafficking.
Yeah,
But
that's
but
the
but I'm
definition
saying
of sex trafficking.
but did they come from state lines though? I mean, I didn't hear the
Yeah,
fluent part. I
Yeah, they
thought they
brought him
just
in
in
from out of
that
state.
city, whatever city,
yes,
like if
he flew them in from different
okay,
places all over the
okay,
country.
Yeah,
all right, that's different
that's
then.
the only thing I've seen that can like they really jam them up.
Yeah.
But all that other freak, I mean, that freaky stuff's wild. Like I'm like with you, fantastic. I heard that. I was like, I'm good. I'm all
Diabolical,
right.
nigga. That ain't even wild, bro. That shit is demonic.
That's
Hey,
worse. That's worse than
but
the hub, man.
let me ask a question. Let me ask another question now. Okay, he flew him in. That's one thing. But what if they came on their own admission? Like I'll be there tomorrow. I'm coming from L.A. to New York. Is that
Yeah,
still
nah.
trafficking too?
Yeah,
I'm,
it's a be a gray area
Yeah,
there, but
that's a
again,
and
gray
that's
if
where
area.
the defense will come in at. Yeah.
this is what I'm talking about. He paid them money. If he
Okay.
came there and there was no money exchange, yeah, it's cool, it's fine, it's whatever.
All
But the
right.
fact that they're calling them escorts
Uh-huh.
and they're putting emphasis on that these men were paid for their services to perform sexual acts, regardless, that's going to be the hard part for him to get by for the trafficking aspect. And that's why, and because it happened over that's why they got the RICO too, Dub, because of the length of time that it happened and the multiple situations that were intertwined with it.
Okay,
So
yeah, that makes
being
sense.
that he, you know what I mean, they're saying it's a it was a criminal, what's the name, because it's something that he used for leverage over Cassie, who was his girlfriend at the same time, was an employee or some shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Let
So
me speak.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me speak on Cassie real quick. Now, let's preface this. Her getting her ass kicked like that, no excuse for it. I think we all can say that, right? I mean, that's just no
Yeah,
excuse for it.
nobody's arguing that. It's
Nobody
fucked
arguing
up.
that.
Yeah,
However,
exactly.
I did, and this is not confirmed, but I did hear that a lot of the stuff that like that went down with Kim Porter, his not his wife, but like his first baby mama and all that. I heard Cassie was involved in a lot of that and like tormenting her and like
Yeah.
him. So that I can't feel bad for you if you were the devil's helper and then the devil turned around and did the same thing to you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just me.
that's why a lot of the people was leaving her alone, man. A lot of those people was like, man, fuck this bitch. She she was doing this and participating in shit with Kim Porter and whatnot, what have you. So nah, and she was a willing participant.
Yeah, you were
Like you
down with
said,
the get
other
down.
shit. So yeah, nah.
But most of the people, like I've been watching, like Day 26 and some of the girls from the little Danity Kane, even the dude Chopper. Most people, like as a person, they liked her, and they knew she was being abused, but they didn't say nothing. But one more thing I want to say now: this jury is 8-4. I think I think it's 8 men, and I think it's 4 women. Now, most dudes look at it like how we look. I think that the average man look at it like how we looking at it.
No.
I think they will. I don't think you can't convince, since it's so conflicting. You won't be able to convince 12 people that this is sex trafficking. I don't think
Man,
none of these
they
charges gonna
convinced
stick.
12 people. They convinced 12 people that Tory Lane shot Megan when we know good and goddamn well he didn't
Yeah,
shoot
man.
her.
I
And
mean, that's that. Go
this
ahead.
case is in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think New
Yeah, and the
York.
case is in New York, bro. So again, incredibly liberal bullshit. This is the same.
Yeah.
That's the same shit what happened with Jonathan Majors, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think Diddy getting off of this shit. Do I think he gonna get hit with a RICO? Possibly not. But him getting off being beaten all charges, highly,
Oh,
highly
he
unlikely.
cooked.
Yeah, I mean, at most,
Highly unlikely.
the more I got him at like 5 to 7 years with time served or something, and then he gonna get like a little probation, but he gonna hit with something,
Nah,
even if it's
not in New
small.
Nah, they
York.
gonna hit him with a dime.
Not in New York.
N- Yeah, but
If he go,
he gonna get a deal. If he do get convicted, he gonna get a deal 3 to 5, or like, he can get no more than seven
not
years.
once you get convicted, ain't no more deals coming, fam.
Yeah, ain't no deal, bro. He
I'm
took it to
saying, but
trial.
you can get convicted and you can still get a deal. Like they can say like no jail time. Something can happen.
Wait.
It's been happened
But
before.
no, I see what
Plenty of
you're
people
saying.
that got
Yeah,
Okay,
convicted.
if
Yeah,
they might
if the
reduce the
case start
charges.
yeah,
falling apart, if
Yeah,
the case start falling apart, he's right. It can do the same shit
yeah,
they did with Young Thug or whatever, right?
yeah.
So
He
the
can
case
get a
fell apart,
deal.
they
well, yeah,
didn't have no.
they might plead it before
Yeah,
it go to a
20
verdict.
years of
But I'm saying, but
motherfucking
if he gets
probation or some
if the
shit. But
jury convicts him, there are no deals coming.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So it can happen, but he ain't getting
but
no
you know
crazy
what's
amount.
crazy though? Decatur ATLian, he can't even get hit with the domestic violence charges because that's out of the statute of limitations. So from the time that shit happened or whatever, bro, I think the tape proceeded the statute of limitations. So if Cassie wanted to file it, remember, Cassie never even filed criminal charges. She went straight civil.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
don't even think he can be charged for the domestic violence situation because it exceeded the statute of limitations.
And his
But let me
defense
get my
argument.
man
Hey,
Lethal the Kirk in
fantastic.
here. What's up with you, brother? Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good. Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we good. Hey, look, check this out, man. I got a question for you for what you just said, right? About the statutes of limitation thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if we remember the R. Kelly situation, wasn't a lot of that stuff past statutes of limitations?
Which
Yeah, but
case? The first one or
so
the
the thing,
second one?
yeah,
No, the
so the
second
thing
one.
that happened with R.
Yeah, the
Kelly
second
was
one.
that the R. Kelly trial started before they rescinded that thing. So remember, that's how Bill Cosby got caught up too. Somebody did something. It was either at the federal level or a lot of states took on this thing as to where they could file things even past the statute of limitations for whatever reason.
Right.
And that's what that was.
Yeah,
So
they screwed
that's
Bill Cosby with
how
that.
R. Kelly got
But
caught up. I remember right.
yeah, now you brought up Cosby. Now Cosby, that was Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Cosby
Yeah,
was Pennsylvania.
right.
his stuff was sealed and wasn't
But
supposed because he gave a
yeah,
deposition and it was sealed.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then they went back and unsealed it. And his defense was like, "What the fuck is this? This is not
yeah.
like even legal."
Yeah,
Even
and they made it retroactively.
The Supreme Court of the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court. So you got a federal Supreme Court, and then you got a Supreme Court of your state, right? Each individual state got their Supreme Court. The
Hmm.
Supreme Court of fucking Pennsylvania said, "Hey, this trial should have never been heard. The seal should the fucking again everything about this shit, the legal precedence behind this trial even happening was just utterly ridiculous." But then, like you said, all of this shit is an industry shit, bro. So
Yeah,
it's not just a legal aspect to this. There's a lot of other undertones and overtones of other shit as to where some niggas stay in your place type shit, and we're gonna use the legal system to do it.
that's
I don't
exactly
want to,
what it
that's
is.
more 10 for Tuesdays than whatever.
All
I'm gonna say this
yeah.
though.
You go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. Um, don't be surprised if this whole Diddy situation sets the tone for new laws getting passed. That's gonna put a lot of regular dudes on thin ice.
No, I don't think that. I mean, because some of the stuff, he was a little bit too sloppy with it. Even though, well, it's still you still got the security guards. That's what's going to be like. I think that's going to be the most dangerous part. The witnesses who's with him every day. If nothing else don't get him, it's going to be them security guards telling what he was doing on a daily basis.
Yep.
All,
So
Yeah,
that's
and he don't
yeah.
even
When
have
them
no
guys get on the stand, that's it.
compared to
That's a wrap.
witnesses. I don't think.
all they need is for one of them escorts to say on the stand, he paid me and then fly me in, and then they did what they did, and
Yeah,
they got him on that.
But sex trafficking, that was for like that was like the new law for the pimps getting girls up, underage or of age against their will. But they kind of, I don't know, they kind of crowbarred it until it's, flying chicks out, flying. Everybody does that pretty much. The regular dudes, celebrity dudes,
Well,
everybody does that. But
the niggas that
they
do it,
put the sex part, when
you
you
might
put
want
the
to
sex
stop.
part, huh?
They might want to
Yeah.
stop.
I'm just saying, but when you put the sex part, that's why I say you can't get people, you can't convince people that that's sex trafficking. 'Cause these ain't no little girls or no underage boys. These are grown people who
But
you engaging in legal activity, but you just coming from a different state. So, like I said, you can't get people I don't think if logical men on that jury out of the 8, I don't think you can get all 8 of them to agree with that. That's all I'm saying. That's why I say you gonna get off with the create the big stuff.
Yeah, man. That you got this going on. You got this Tory crap going on. Yeah, this is gonna be a if y'all remember, after OJ got off, you see what happened with stuff that got passed following that.
What happened?
Well, remember, isn't okay? Let me ask you this, because I was old enough to remember when the trial happened with OJ and Fantastic. I'm sure you were. I'm not sure about you other guys that's
Yeah, I was
on
in
here.
third grade. I was in third grade when it came out.
Yeah. So Fantastic. You probably remember this. You might have better time sequence of events than I do because you're a little bit older than me. But after he got off, didn't that domestic violence stuff, the laws and stuff with that come like after that, or was it prior to?
Nah, domestic violence laws didn't change after the OJ shit. No, it's always pretty much been what they are.
Okay, so that was prior to that.
Yeah.
Okay, well I stand corrected because I was wondering about that because that was wasn't that part of the whole Biden and crime bill and all that mess?
No, I
Oh, no,
think
no,
I
no, no.
think
The
I
crime bill
think
was strictly drugs. The crime bill didn't have
yeah.
any, to my recollection, any type of domestic violence. What's the name shit? It was like the 3 strike shit. So the crime bill started the 3 strikes law, or I guess like influenced the 3 strikes law. But crime bill was mainly drug shit.
And
Okay,
now it did have because now like domestic violence. Then like in the late '90s or whatever, they
Nah, I
changed
think
it to the
that's new. Violence against
criminal.
women, I'm pretty sure is Obama. Let me see.
Yeah, CDV. They changed it like criminal domestic violence. So instead of DV, it changed it like CDV in certain instances. Like if you hit somebody and they start bleeding or something, or hit somebody with like a weapon or something, it turned into criminal domestic violence.
right.
Oh no! Hey, shout out to Chief Rocker. So it was 1994. So the Violence Against Women's Act was signed in '94. Was the first federal legislative package designated domestic violence and sexual assault as crimes and require a community coordinated response to violence against women. It was separate of the crime bill though, so this was a separate thing. But okay, shout out to Chief Rocker.
So that might have been an OJ thing.
Now
That was
OJ
around,
was what?
that was
OJ was
'94.
Yeah, OJ came,
Well,
but he didn't
it
get.
couldn't have been. It wouldn't have been. It would have been something. So if the bill was signed that year, it would have been before that. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't
That's
Yeah,
true.
just do it
You're
for
right. You're
OJ.
took a
right.
while.
It was just coincidence.
He got acquitted in '95.
Yeah,
End
it
of
was just
'95,
Okay,
like
coincidence.
the
okay,
end of the
okay.
year.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was coincidence, man. But let me get my man Blanco on here. Blanco, what's up? Well, no, Dub, did you have you had something to say? You was you didn't get to say your piece. You was just commenting on the earlier report. What you got for us, Dub?
Say I spoke on the Cassie thing was wow. Hey man. Hey, okay, let's talk about her husband 1 second. What you know there's gonna be some wild stuff said. Why would you subject yourself to that? Like why
Listen,
would
bro.
I don't think he knew.
Ain't
Ain't no way. I don't
how
think
could
he knew.
fam,
listen, nigga.
fam.
No,
He
come
got
on, yeah.
internet. It's like, come on, man.
I don't think he knew though. I mean, before he
He might
married
not have
her.
known the details, but like that's what should have been one of those
And
ignorance
that's
of
his
bliss.
point.
That's the personal trainer, right? That's the
Yeah,
personal
that's the
trainer dude.
personal trainer that he hired to just to train her. Yes.
Okay, and she left Diddy 18. So this guy knew her probably what, like 6, 7 years. I don't think she told him all that. Cause
Yeah, of
ain't no
course
way.
not. Why?
I don't
Of
think
course
so.
not. Why would you tell? Like, and now you because they already got kids together. Got one on the way, as I understand. But she like late by the pop. But hey, fam.
Yeah, that ain't gonna last too much longer after this case over. I don't think.
After I heard that, I had to turn it off, and I ain't married to her. I ain't married to her, nigga.
He gonna take 10. He gonna take 10 million of that 20 she got, and that's gonna be a wrap. And he gonna take.
Hey, listen, soon as they said 13 escorts, listen, man, hey, I'm out, man.
I just take
Matter
it
of
on.
fact, hey, matter
Take
of
the
fact,
L.
bitch, goddamn, the wedding annulment is in the mail. I'm out.
And she was directing everything. Would have telling the people where to pee at. and
Listen,
all
man.
that. I said, yeah, they can forget about the
Right,
sex stuff.
and she used Buddy to get pregnant. So now it's more sympathy. So now you got a pregnant woman crying on the stand and recounting her, sexual escapades that she was allegedly forced to do with, multiple men.
Yeah, but she wasn't pregnant 10 years ago. That's the thing. They
Yeah,
gonna look at it
it's not that.
logically, like the
Hey,
men,
it's
the
all
women.
part of the strategy, bro. It's all
Yeah,
part of the strategy.
yeah.
You got to
What?
make the woman the victim as sympathetic as possible.
Yeah, you keep saying that these dudes gonna look like, damn, like the average dude is not thinking how we thinking on this. Like they're not. They see a
Yeah, definitely
they gonna see
not.
a pretty girl
In,
on the
in
stand
New York,
crying, 8 months pregnant.
But New
Oh,
in
look
York
what
is not
happened.
in
y'all.
New York,
Yeah,
New York City is liberal. Once you pass Mount Vernon,
yeah.
I'm saying,
That's
but
what he's
they,
saying. Liberal
yeah,
as fuck. Women again. They found Jonathan Majors guilty.
yeah, they're not.
This nigga was running away. He was running from the bitch in the fucking truck.
they made it.
I
That
just
was. Go ahead.
I do got one more question about and because I don't have any kids, so I want to ask the fathers on the panel with the DDG Haley Bailey thing, right? At what point do niggas just? At what point do niggas going through that kind of stuff, just crazy ass baby mama, just say take that baby and get your ass on somewhere, like and just go away? Like, is that ever
No,
just gonna be?
no,
That's
that's what I'm saying, bro. So that's what I'm saying, right? So a man is shamed for doing that shit, but it's very rare, dub. It's very rare where a nigga be like, fuck them kids for real. And I'm just she being too difficult. Niggas fight through it.
That's my point.
And dub, guess what? I'm niggas. I had one of the worst fucking situations, like, dealing with my baby mom, bro. Once I got married, bro, all kinds of shit, bro. Tried to make me fuck my career up, put me on child support and took way more money than she needed in hopes of, making me lose everything, bro, for real. And it was times where I was like, bro, is it even worth it? Most dudes go through what I go through, what I went through, right? And then they tell you, no matter what, and it's never like, well, no, this bitch shouldn't be being a bitch, and she shouldn't be motherfucking interfering with this man's fucking, parenting. She shouldn't be interfering with his relationship with his kids. But people too scared to say that because that's fucking America, bro. Unfortunately.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Most niggas will just go through. Most men in general, regardless of race, will go through it and just fight through it because for their kids. But the reason I say that is because just from what I see outside looking in, the niggas that get the most cooperation from the baby mamas are the ones that will say "fuck you" and the kid and get out my face.
Yeah.
That's why I like Anthony Edwards. I like what he did. Give her a big check and just get
So
lost.
just from a
Beat it.
But
strategic
he hadn't done
standpoint,
it. He's talking about the concept. So the Anthony Edwards shit hadn't happened, and people was talking about it happening because that's what he was saying. He didn't want nothing to do with the kid. So just for everybody's, I guess, information or whatever, right?
Amusement.
Yeah, he never actually paid her out the shit. People was just talking about that's what should happen or what he's gonna do because
You
he said
can
he
you
don't.
can even do that anyway. That's not even possible.
Oh, okay. I thought he did it for real, for real. I thought he
Nah.
Yeah, that's not possible.
Yeah, there wasn't. I don't even. The case is not even done yet. The what she's trying to seek for child support, that case is still pending and it's still going on.
so you can't do that for child support. Like if they put you on child support, you can't pay the whole 18 years.
No,
You cannot pay upfront like that. Nah.
Oh, okay.
well, no, Blanco, you can, because like I said, you can, because what's the name did it, so you can prepay once that whatever your thing is. If you calculate it out and there are
18
no
years.
adjustments
Yeah.
made, you can just front load everything. You can pay on the.
Are you
You don't even.
100% sure on that, bro? Because you gotta understand, the bitch gotta the bitch take her ass to the court every 3-4 years to change the terms.
Blanco, listen to what you're saying. Now, if they up it or they change it in 3 years, you still have the credit, Blanco. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So once you get the
Now,
numbers and you calculate
go
it
ahead.
out, you could literally pay it up to the 18 years. I don't know if you guys remember the comedian Earthquake. Earthquake did that. Earthquake paid his shit off when his kid was like, I want to say either 15 or 16. So he had the money
He was
and
paying extra.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it's the
Yeah.
same thing, Marco. He paid specifically to the 18th birthday. So in theory, like you said, if the kid's 1 year old and you know what the amount is, multiply the shit times, 12, 12 months for fucking 18 years, and you know what you got to pay. But like you said, it could be adjustments made in or against your favor, depending, what if she goes to try to get an increase in all these different things. And people forget about this too. So I don't know if y'all remember Ludacris. Remember, Ludacris had got the baby mama too. He had the motherfucking Oops babies. I think it was like somewhere between the third and the fourth
Yes.
Fast and the
Yeah.
Furious movie.
But he got his
And
though. Man.
Ludacris was paying crazy bread. I think he was giving that bitch something like $10,000 or $15,000 or whatever a month.
Hell no, it was 30 bands.
Oh, it's 30. So yeah,
Yeah, it was
Ludacris
30
was giving
bands.
the bitch 30 bands, and then like within like a couple years, he filed for sole custody. He got custody, and now the bitch out here in the cold. So
yeah, I know he got custody of his kid.
Yeah, he got custody of his kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out
But
to
if
Ludacris.
you, but fantastic, I don't think that. Oh, anyway, how you doing? How you doing today? Good morning,
What up?
everybody. Top of the morning. Yo, I don't think that's smart at all, bro. Because if I'm going to prepay, let's use Anthony Edwards' situation, right? Since that's the popular one. It came down to like a 2.1 million, something like 1.8, something like that.
Uh-huh.
I would put that $1.8 million to gain interest, so like that money doesn't come out of my pocket, instead of me giving the money to the bitch. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds good in theory, but I mean, you're not gonna play
Yeah.
basketball forever. So 10 years,
Well,
he's
no,
not probably gonna be in the
No,
league.
no, 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 no. But we using that particular example, right? Why I wouldn't give her. Let's say if that actually happens, I wouldn't give her one point. Let's use $2 million, an even number. I wouldn't give her $2 million prepay. I put that money to gain interest. SP5, one of those, right?
Oh, you
Go ahead.
saying paying her off the interest of the $2 million?
So let me
Yes,
say.
yes.
So
That makes
so
sense.
either way, go Blanco.
Yeah.
She can't go to child support and cash out the whole thing. She still has to get paid in the installments as a pre.
Monthly, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So even if he did that and he front loaded it, I mean, like you said, what's $2 million to a nigga making 200 million? You know, you feel me? He don't give a
Exactly.
fuck.
Yeah.
So the being of the fact of the matter that he's just looking out for himself, like you said, in case he has some tragic injury or whatever the fuck he can't play. Now it's out of the way.
The
Now,
money's in
and
there.
two, at the same time, if he goes to get custody, he does what Ludacris did. Now, yeah, no interest. You're not building no interest, but he can get all the money back and recoup it because it's still at the state, because the state can't give her all the money at one time. So whatever he has paid, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, it's still credited in the balance, he can get back.
So,
Yeah, just
so
give
how
her
that
one
works?
time.
So the people that most niggas don't do this, but like somebody like that, a high earning dude like that, he can just put that money into a family, I guess a family court, whatever account, and they just deduct it from that.
No. So child support, right? So child support is separate from what's the name, right? So child support usually got a disbursement center. Each state has its own
Yeah, like a
disbursement.
child, like whatever
Yeah.
account they use, they
Yeah,
put
you
he
pay.
puts it
Yeah,
in
so
there.
you pay. You can pay extra on your child support, right? And say, hey, I'm going to put X amount of dollars on the child support, and she still has to get paid out monthly. They're never going to give her a lump sum
Yes.
of money because whatever.
I got
So
you.
yeah, you can front load it and do it that way. You know what I mean? And then adjust accordingly. Shit, bro. I still got it, bro. I'm glad y'all saying this shit. Florida owe me like shit $2,000. I got to fucking file paperwork though to get the money back because I don't know what they did with it, but yeah.
And
So
then
you got
that
to
200
file
million he
paperwork and
making,
pay money to
that
get your $2,000 back.
yeah, then that 200 million in the bank sitting somewhere, that's making the millions of dollars a month in interest anyway. So he'll be fine regardless.
Yeah, and that's another big
Yeah.
part of child support people don't talk about. But Blanco, what was your take on the other shit outside the child support shit?
Yo, which part? You touched like two different subjects, like Diddy, or I'll start with Diddy, man.
No, I ain't touched nothing about Diddy, brother. We're gonna put that out
Yeah.
there now. Hold on. Pause. But no, the
Oh, come
Diddy shit
on.
like another pause. DDG or make the Tory shit. The Tory shit and then the DDG shit was the main.
Okay, let me start with Tory then, bro. I covered this entire trial on my channel when I used to go live often, right? Bro, I'm like a fucking prophet, my nigga. Right? 2 years ago, right? I was like, yo, by the amount of evidence, right? There is no way you can find this man guilty. No DNA on the gun. Unless this motherfucker is James Bond, he can shoot a gun without touching it. That's the only way you can convince me, right? No DNA on the gun. And then they said they got powder on the gun. I'm like, yeah, if me and Fantastic are together and he getting a shootout, if I'm like within 6 feet, I'm gonna get some of that powder too. That's how the guns is. Simple as that. Right? We all gonna get powder if we all right next to each other. So in the history of mankind, bro, he haven't been a man that starts shooting a bitch when he fucking two hoes. That never happens, bro. Never, right? The two hoes gonna start fighting. The most the nigga gonna do is separate the hoes. That's it. That's as far as it's gonna go, right? Kelsey was getting her ass beat, my nigga. That's a little ass. That she's short, nigga. She like 5'1", something like that. Megan Thee Stallion's like 6 feet tall, my nigga. Built like a. She is thick as hell, my nigga. Right? She is thick as fuck. She was beating the dog shit out of that girl. Common sense would tell you that Kelsey went to the car, grabbed the gun, shot at her feet, bro. The only witness in the area, it was a white guy that happened like right across the street from his house.
Yeah, a white dude was on his balcony. Yeah.
There you go, right? The guy say, I didn't see Tori with no gun. I saw something flashy coming out of Kelsey's hands. That was his first statement, bro.
Yep.
He didn't say no gun. He said something flashy came out of her hand. Obviously, it's a gun, right? Some way, somehow, this guy changed his statement when he get to the police station.
Yeah,
Then
and
turn around, he said that he said that he saw the gun on Tory Lane's hand, bro. You see what I'm saying? That man was, and I said this on my channel, like, yo, bro, you cannot find this man guilty. However, if that bitch get on the stand, that nigga Tory Lane is cooked. I say that, bro. That nigga's cooked. Nigga, you see what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened, bro. That's exactly what happened, bro. That man was cooked. Bro, and I remember when I found out this man getting stabbed 14 times and this news dropping, bro, I started thinking, I'm like, yo, most likely it's a leak on Tory Lane's camp, bro.
Yeah.
Tory Lane's camp lead the information to either Megan Thee Stallion label or even the state of California, bro. That's why that man end up getting stabbed, bro. Because they want to get that man out the way, bro.
Yeah, a few cats in California say they've been getting word that he just been in the jail chilling with the Muslims, but he unaffiliated, breaking bread off with people. And the dude who stabbed him like a life sentence, I think he part
He
of the
was some
Mexican mafia.
Mexican. Yeah, some Mexican motherfucker. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but he didn't get. They say he didn't get the green light to do that. So they got a hit on him too. But that press
no, he
conference.
definitely got the green light for somebody.
Oh,
Not
that's
nobody.
what they said. Yeah, I know you got to get a green light. But the press conference, the dude's been saying that the girl shot 3 times, the gun hit the ground, and it shot 2 more times. I never heard that one. And then that's
No,
when
no, 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 no,
that's
no,
what
no,
they
no.
that,
That's
that
not.
that's I'm
That's
just saying
not.
that's what the press conference. That's what they're saying
That's
now.
not how
They
it
want to
went
make.
down.
Yeah,
That's not how
that's
it
what
went
they're
down.
saying. They saying
Kelsey
that
shot 3 times, and according to the press conference, Kelsey shot 3 times.
and they
Then
said the
Tory Lane
gun hit
trying
the
to wrestle.
ground. And
No,
and
that's not
and,
how it
and
went down, bro. That's
I'm
not how
just
it went
telling
down.
I'm just telling you what the people said on the conference,
That's
sir.
not what they say, bro.
That's what they
They
pull it
say,
up right now. That's what the guy said. The
bro,
gun fired 3 times. Listen, hold on, please. He was out of his mouth. He said the gun fired 3 times. It hit the ground and it fired 2 more times. Fantastic. Pull it up right now. That's what he
no,
just.
bro.
I just
That was
listened
a
Bro,
to him
good
they
about
one.
let
10 minutes ago.
brother,
I'm just
can you
saying.
hold
All right,
on,
all right.
bro?
Let him
We
do. Let
arguing.
him look it up.
The
All right, I'm
man,
done.
the
I'm done.
man say, the people yesterday say, Kelsey shot 3 times. Then Tory Lanez went to trying to wrestle the gun out of her hand, and the gun went off 2 more times, bro.
Okay.
That's the
I heard
that's
it
the
hit the
story.
ground. I heard it hit the ground, but I
How
maybe
the hell
I
the
don't.
gun gonna shoot 2 more times when they hit
That's
the
what I'm
ground,
They
bro?
gotta
saying.
make
That
sure the
that's
gun ain't gonna shoot 2 more times in the ground.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
the
saying.
gun
I
never hit the ground, bro.
understand.
He's trying to wrestle.
I don't believe it, but that's what I'm saying. That's what it said. That came out of his mouth. That's what I'm saying. That's what I
He
listened
didn't
to.
say that, bro.
All right. I'm done
Blanco
with it.
just
I'm
told
done.
you what Blanco just corrected it, brother. Blanco told you what happened.
All right.
Maybe it was. I don't know if you heard it broke up like we did, and it could be a little confusing there. But
All
she
right.
had possession of the gun the whole time. 3 shots were taken, and then once they tried to wrestle the gun from her, 2 more shots were taken. And
So
again,
who shot the two times? Who shot the
say again,
Who shot the 2 times
the
after she
girl
shot?
shot
Oh,
all 5. The
She
girl
did.
shot
exactly,
all 5,
It was
bro.
in her hand the entire time.
Yeah. So
exactly.
3 times the gun was shot before any. Because remember, they on opposite sides of the car. So
Okay.
she gets the gun from the passenger side. He's on the driver's side. She goes after Megan to shoot at her, and she can't fucking shoot. And they drunk. So she shoots 3 times trying to hit her.
Uh huh.
Then by the time Tori and or the bodyguard gets around to where she is to try and get the gun away from her, so she don't, you know what I mean? Then she shoots it more time, 2 more
So it
times.
never hit the ground. The gun never hit nowhere. It never hit the ground. That's what I'm saying.
We don't know. No one mentioned it hitting the ground, brother.
Okay,
But
all
if they
right.
wrestled it from her, I'd
What?
imagine it might have could have. But what was said specifically
All right, let me
by
look
the
it up. I'll be right back. Let me see if I know I ain't crib. I'll be right back. Hold on.
And that
all
whole
right,
gun in the
Yeah.
ground going that's
damn.
a
Yeah,
very rare
we gotta
occurrence.
use logic. We gotta use logic. A gun will not
That's
shoot itself in the
that's
ground twice.
yeah, that's a very rare occurrence that when you drop a gun, it's
Oh,
gonna
bro,
go off.
Dub Will, that's impossible, nigga.
That don't,
Nigga,
especially if it's any kind of quality gun, it's not gonna go
yeah,
off because it hit the
even
ground.
Dub, I can throw a motherfucking high point on the ground, my nigga. I promise you.
Yeah.
That shit might go off once. It's not going off twice.
Yeah, maybe a SIG P320 if it lands at a certain
Yeah, it's
angle because
still once. It ain't going off
they
twice,
had a
Dub.
defect with that, but any kind of Glocks with the gun,
Maybe a switch. Maybe a switch.
maybe a switch.
Not even a switch.
Yeah. No, but we know it will not happen. But like if something will go off 2 times, it would be a switch because those gun has been altered, of course. So they got
Right, but just
you know what I mean?
anything that's OEM, that shit ain't going off if you drop it.
Yeah.
That's
It was
that.
during the wrestling situation. That's what it was.
Yeah.
What's the other? You talk about DDG then, right?
Yeah, DDG.
Did you see the march that Hunger posted?
No, I
The
hadn't,
pictures.
everybody said it's bruises. I hadn't seen it. Hold, let me see if I can find it. I hadn't seen no
It-
bruises.
I saw a picture of
yeah,
her arm. That's all I saw.
she got two. She got like a one bruise. She got like a little chip tooth, real quick, right? And the bruises, right?
Yeah, but
Fantastic. The bruises.
it had nothing to do with that. The chip tooth had nothing to absolutely do with the fucking thing.
But the thing is, fantastic. The bruises, right? It's in the area. It's like a little bit above their elbow. It's in the area, bro, where you know when a bitch is swinging on you and you hold her down, so she don't like you can grab a girl by the arm, right? So she doesn't have a reach to hit you across the head. You can tell it's those kind of bruises, though. Like people just don't. People is just dumb, man. Do you think if this man decide to whoop her ass, don't you think he would do some serious damage? It
Exactly,
wouldn't be the little bruise.
because she's a little bitty girl. Right? I don't know how big that nigga is, but I mean, it wouldn't take no real
Damn,
effort.
DDG is definitely Little Fella Federation, bro. DDG lives for.
But still a
I'm
man.
saying she's a man and she's
Yeah.
fucking the Little Mermaid, nigga. I mean, if he wanted to beat her ass, he could do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the point. It's like some little bruises when you hold a woman down, when you're trying to grab her to contain her. That's the kind of bruises it is.
Yeah, I just looked it up on Academics channel. The officer said that the girl shot 3 times. Mr. Tory Lanez grabbed her arm, and the gun fell and fired 2 more times. He didn't say like somebody shot, but I understand what y'all
I
saying.
literally
But
just played it, brother.
I know
Brother,
I'm just saying. But you see how it sounds, right?
well, no, you're not saying what he said. That's not what was said.
Okay,
So
no,
now
I'm
I
just
gotta
that's
pull
why I
it
left. That's why I
up
left just
because
now
now
to
you
look at it
make
myself on Academics, the actual
yeah,
thing.
hold on. I got it right here. So this is what I'm about to show
Yeah,
you. The actual
but
fucking shit, bro.
yeah, he made it
Hold
seem
on.
like it hit the ground and just
Hold on, bro.
I know
No,
that's
they
impossible, but
never mentioned shit about hitting the ground, bro. Hold on. Seeing that you make me sound crazy, my nigga.
no,
Hold on.
I just looked the same thing. I just watched it just now at like 45 seconds.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired not long ago 2 more times.
Yeah, knocked it
Bro,
down. So they say,
brother. When he says knocked it down, meaning knocking it down from her holding it up, not knocking it to the ground. No one ever said anything about knocking it to the ground, brother. When he said knocking it down, he's saying she knocked the gun down because that's why it ended up firing at the ground. Do you understand?
Yeah,
So
but
if she's
I'm saying
firing
I
straight,
understand. Yeah,
hold on. Listen, she's firing straight, trying to fucking shoot right the person because you're firing at a person. Now, when he says knocked it down, he hits her hands or grabs her arms, and the gun is pointed at a downward angle versus being straight up, brother. At no point in time is the ground mentioned.
but that's how a lot of people. I know, I understand what you're
They're
saying.
dumb.
I'm not.
They're dumb. Listen, if you
Okay.
think that a fucking gun is going to fire twice and hitting the ground,
Yeah, I know.
please never buy a gun.
That's what I was
Stay as
saying
far away
initially.
from guns as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah. I know. I got you, but I'm smart enough to believe.
Yeah,
I know that, but I'm just saying most people will think it hit the ground and it's shot
They
by
dumb.
itself.
They
And that's what I'm
dumb. He
saying.
said
That's
knock
all I
it
was
vast
down.
saying.
He talked about the angle of the
Yeah.
trajectory of the gun
the
going
vast
downward.
majority of people don't know shit
Yeah,
about guns,
yeah, I
bro.
know that. That's what
yeah.
I was saying initially, and that's why when I said that's what he just said. Somebody said I didn't. He didn't say that. That's why I went back and checked it for
Shit,
myself.
most people with guns don't know shit about
He
guns.
said ground, brother. He never said nothing about it hitting the ground. He did say knocked it down, but
That's
again,
what
the
I'm
knocked
saying.
it
But
down was the
yeah,
angle.
But
it was,
but the
you know
thing
how.
is, fantastic. With this new evidence that came out, right? I don't know. I don't even know this going to be enough to get this man free, bro.
It's gonna be enough, bro. They got
Because
enough. So let me tell you, Blanco, what's gonna happen, right? The reason why I don't know if you remember this. So he filed an injunction against his counsel because of the whole ordeal, right?
they didn't defend him properly.
Exactly. He had the original defense, and then the defense purposely cut out too close to the trial, and he got new counsel, and they didn't have the information, they didn't have whatever prepared, right? So that's why he filed that. And now that we have all these different things or whatever, and the biggest fact for me, Blanco, was the fact of the matter as to they said unknown DNA. Unknown DNA. Unknown DNA means that you got the DNA, but it wasn't his. So why were the DNA not taken of all the other three people that could have been involved? And if it was, why was we not acknowledged and said specifically no, it wasn't, and didn't match the DNA of any of the three other possible participants?
And the main suspect, which is Kelsey, what I've been saying since day one, she got immunity. That right there confirm it for me.
Right. I don't like. It's just
Yeah,
common
yeah,
sense.
but hold on. This is what I'm trying to tell you, fantastic, right? We all know that nigga Tory is innocent. We know that. But here's the play now, though. Now the state gotta die with that lie, bro. You know why? Because now the lie got even bigger. Now the state of California got to do whatever it takes to keep this nigga locked up. You know why? This man got stabbed 14 times, bro. So think about it. If they overturn this goddamn this procedure, right? They say he go from guilty to innocent, right? Now Tory Lanez got a clear cut to sue everybody in hundreds of millions of dollars, and guess what? He will get it because he got stabbed. On pain and suffering alone, he getting 100 millions at the bare minimum.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't you agree with that?
100%.
Yeah. No, I'm with
Suing
you.
the
That's why.
state, suing the LAPD, suing the prosecutor office, I'm suing the prison. I'm suing
Everybody.
Everybody can sue.
Because now I got her when I wasn't even supposed to be here in the first place. So you see what I'm saying? Now the state got incentives to kind of keep this man over there no matter what. I'll at least try their hardest. That's what I think. I don't know. I might be right or wrong. This is conspiracy at this point in a way, but it makes sense to me.
That's not really that grand of a conspiracy. Yeah, if he is innocently, if he was wrongly convicted. First of all, you wrongly convicted, you're getting paid for being wrongly convicted in the first place. But then I got stabbed for someone I shouldn't be. Every jurisdiction I touch, I'm suing the shit out of you.
Exactly. That would bankrupt that system, bro. I'm not gonna say bankrupt, but that would hurt them bad.
It's not gonna bankrupt the system, but they're gonna have to cut a fat check.
They did that anytime somebody gets things get overturned, and like for him, it'll just it's gonna be a couple million. It's not gonna be anything absorbent, right? But the thing is, most importantly, fuck all the money. The state never wants to admit that they're wrong, bro. When people finally get these overturned things, bro, it takes years to do the shit. So that's why I'm saying I don't see him getting out, ASAP or whatever. I still say he'll probably be in there for another 2 years at the minimum, and maybe because he got to have a retrial. So they got to approve the appeal, give him another trial, right? And then go through the whole appeal situation. Being that the DNA is on file, they said it was unknown. Now they got to subpoena the DNA from Kelsey and the other dude. You feel what I'm saying? And Megan Thee Stallion, and go from there. So it's just a lot of stuff that's gonna be involved with the whole situation. As to where it's not gonna be an overnight thing. And then, like I said, the state is gonna fight to keep that fucking what's the name?
Ain't Tory Lanez from Canada?
Yeah, exactly. He's a Canadian. Yeah.
So I don't understand this. Okay, and he an R&B nigga. He a singing nigga. So
exactly, Canadian R&B nigga.
Canadian R&B singer. I never understood why he didn't say Kelsey shot that bitch. I didn't do it.
That's what I told you. I told you, Dub. I don't know if you was in here. It's with the sisterhood shit. Bitches gonna protect bitches, bro.
I know why Kelsey didn't say anything. I'm trying to understand why he didn't say.
Oh yeah, because he tried. That's what he tried to be a real nigga. He tried to be on some street shit, and that was the accountability I gave him.
That shit don't apply to you.
Yeah,
I disagree. I disagree with that, Fantastic, because I believe he just on some. He just playing it on some like I know. It's plenty of people don't play with the street that still won't tell. You see what I'm saying? That applies all across the board.
Nah, listen, now Blanco, I can't rock with that, bro. And this is the reason why I'm
saying I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I say a lot of people apply those beliefs whether they play with the streets or not. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, and that's what, but still, for him though, with everything that's at stake, fuck that shit, nigga. I'm rich. I'm not even American.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the streets. Fuck yeah, fuck that shit. No, nigga,
I'm on trial for my life. Yeah, that bitch shot her. I'm taking my ass back to Canada.
Exactly. Put me on the stand. She did it. Fucking Kelsey did it. And I would have been like, yes, Kelsey fucking did it. This is what happens, so on and so forth, la la la. She did it. Now, like you said, because Kelsey was doing the same shit. Her and Megan both were horrible on the stand. They were terrible. They dumb bitches. They birds. So the shit don't match up. You bring Tory in as the fucking final witness, the testifying self, and be like, hey man, yeah, this is what happened. They got mad because it's on and so forth. Give you a whole account of the night. Alcohol's involved. Megan Thee Stallion is a known fucking drunk. All right, like you said, Blanco. Megan is way bigger than fucking Kelsey. She 5'10", right? And you tell the story of how Megan beating the shit out of fucking beating the shit out of Kelsey in the car. They fucking spill out of the car and it spills into the streets. Somehow Kelsey gets the fucking gun that didn't belong to me, right? And she shoots the gun. She's shooting at Megan high, trying to fucking hit vital organs and shit, right? I have to come from the other side of the car to try and intervene. I grab her fucking arm, and then in the process of me grabbing her arms, she shoots 2 more times at the ground, and she gets hit with shrapnel. Okay, she gets hit with shrapnel or does whatever the fuck she does in the process. That's how I'm explaining that shit, Blanco. Because now he got a knife in his ass. Literally.
And Kelsey got immunity, so she ain't got no threat of getting locked up.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. So even if he tell on Kelsey, it don't matter. Can't nothing happen to her.
That's what
I'm saying. The nigga, he was stupid. Tory is a big part of why Tory's in fucking prison, bro. Because he's tried to stick to some bullshit ass street code or nigga code or whatever in the fuck. When again, how you snitching if the nigga can't go to jail? That's a good question to even ask. Hey, if me and my man's doing some street shit, right? Somehow, some way, this nigga end up getting immunity, and I say he fucking did it. My man gonna be like, yeah, I did it. Just like the shit that Woody did. Woody said, hey, yeah, me and such shot up Rich Homie Quan Daddy Barbershop. Why the fuck would you not? He can't get in trouble. It ain't even snitching at that point. Snitching or not, the nigga, nothing can happen to him. So that's why I blame Tory for the shit, bro. Because again, a big reason the part that he's here because he tried to be on some, real nigga street nigga shit and not call her. And I would have killed 2 bitches with 1 stone. That bitch Megan lying, she was gobbling up dick the whole night. She want to claim and say everybody that she went. I was fucking this bitch every other weekend. And then motherfucking, hey, this bitch Kelsey was getting her ass whooped, and I saved her life literally because she was trying to, you know what I mean? And I saved Megan's life literally, as she's gobbling up this dick after fucking Kelsey tried to motherfucking shoot at her ass, and I had to grab the gun. 2
Yeah, and then like
two birds, one stone, bro.
I don't owe you no loyalty once you bitches is about to let me just down the vine. What the fuck?
Yeah, hell no. Fuck you, bitch.
So in a way, Tory Lanez pretty much protected two girls at the same time.
Yes,
Hell
In a
yeah.
way,
two bitches.
in a very ironically way.
Yes.
And them bitches left his ass out to dry.
Well,
With
man,
one level of immunity. She could just went on the stand and said, "Yeah, I did it." And that'd have been it.
yeah, I mean, they say the Rock Nation had a big part. They play a big part of it in that situation too. They even said Rock Nation people. I forgot her girl name. Maybe the girl that used to be down with the cartel, whatever her goddamn name was, happened to be inside the court and everything. They mean, what is it, Rossi Perez, something like that, something like that. She was over there, so who knows, man? That man going in jail was very, very weird, bro. When the evidence wasn't even indicating that he did the shooting. Like, I want to say most people knew that man was innocent, bro. Even girls, it was plenty of girls defending that man, bro.
Anybody with
Plenty.
two brain cells knew he didn't shoot that girl. Come on, man. Them bitches
Yes, bro. Yeah.
They got fighting. They were drunk, and Kelsey shot the girl. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. Shot at the girl.
Yeah, bro. And then that situation just is crazy. Go ahead, man.
She not even showing this shit. I'm looking at the bruises that they claiming is bruises. TMZ just put this shit together. Hold on.
Actually, fantastic. Actually, it's more than obvious that she's saying that to the TNC. Who else gonna grab those pictures? It's TNC. She's saying that to them. To just
TMZ.
Yeah, of course. Who else gonna have pictures of you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We got the context though of the dentist shit. The dentist shit was that's why I don't know. I don't know if I'm not saying she didn't, but I just saw the dentist video, like as to how and why, right? So
yeah, but look at the angle. But look at the angle. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to tell you, right? Those are the angles right there when you grab a woman to stop her from hitting you.
Yeah, no, I'm not even acknowledging that though. I don't think I don't even think that's that. I don't think DDG did none of this shit, bro. This could happen from anything. What I'm saying is this is why I'm saying it looked like some shit that DDG did. I mean, TMZ just took this and did a close up. The same thing that they did. She didn't send this to TMZ. This was what was they. This is a still picture of the video that she showed of her chipped tooth. Is what I'm saying.
That could be anything.
Yeah. And then they got these screenshots that she sent to somebody else. I don't know what the fuck this is, right?
I'm 1,000% sure she sent this to TNZ, bro. To put that black cloud on that nigga head. Like I'm 1,000% sure. And guess what? And fantastic. Guess what? Guess who she signed to? Her Beyonce label. Beyonce label, nigga.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past her to send TNZ, but I mean that shit could be anything.
Yeah. Man. I don't think that's the case.
He just need to get away from that bitch. Like, here, man, go on. Yeah, no.
Let me get Tommy in here.
This is all about who can win in the media game, bro.
He can't win
and get sympathy. Yeah.
He can't win that game, right? So that's what I'm saying. Just wait a white flag, you win, take the baby, go somewhere and leave me alone.
I would say fuck you and that baby, son. I see that baby when he turned like 12.
That's what I'm saying. I'll see him when I see him, and I'll tell him my side of the story if he want to talk to me. But I ain't about to go through all this shit with you,
bro. If a girl decided to take me to court, my nigga, obviously I ain't got no choice but to pay the child support, my nigga. You see what I'm saying? So I would pay that because I need my license, I need my passport, and all of that, bro. But you put that man in the middle of us, then when that baby need a daddy or something, go take it to that man, then. Erase him.
Granted, I'm saying take what I say with a grain of salt. Cause I'm saying I ain't got no kids, but I just don't. Maybe if I had one, my emotions be attached so much, I would change. But I just can't see going through all this hell for some crazy bitch. I can't do it.
But you know why? And I said that last thing, and I shit off and testing. You know why they do this, bro? Because that's the weak point that most niggas going to have, bro. And if she know how to exploit that point, she going to fuck with you. That's why I always say, man, niggas gotta get deadbeat niggas tactics, my nigga. And the few deadbeat niggas that I know, bro, they got mad kids with mad bitches, nigga. None of the niggas haven't seen the inside of the courthouse yet, my nigga. None of them. They leave the niggas alone. And you know what happens? And you know what happens? 8 months later, 6 months later, they texting that nigga very nicely. Hey, Junior want to see you. You should come by. He's very friendly, bro. Very friendly talk.
Poppy, I said that earlier. Every time I've seen a nigga that will say "fuck you" to baby and mean it, them niggas get the utmost cooperation.
Exactly. Yeah, the niggas that don't give a fuck about their kids be the ones that get the easiest fucking situation in seeing their kids. Let me get Tommy in here. Tommy, what's up, bro?
What's up with y'all?
What up, Tommy?
What's good, family?
I watched that whole press conference, bro, and I wasn't ever on the whole conspiracy shit with the Rock Nation and all this and that. But when you listen to that whole press conference, bro, this shit deeper than mad. Like it is some weird shit going on because everything from the DA who was up for I think what he was getting voted back in or something like that. He ended up losing anyway. Um, to when they talked to Meg, they allowed one of the record execs to be in there with her, which is not allowed usually. To the point to they gave this information to her people, and a couple of days later, he ends up stabbed. Like this shit's starting to look real spooky, and Meg ain't got power like that. So now I'm looking beyond Meg to see what the fuck's going on because everybody's asking why did Meg put the finger on him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's beyond Meg. I think motherfucker got her ear and said, "This is the story, and this is what you're gonna do." Because another part that a lot of people ignored was the fact that this bro had got immunity, and it was like, if you innocent, what the fuck do you need immunity for? That's literally for guilty people who want to testify and don't want to be prosecuted for their testimony. And nobody ever looked at that and said that was weird. So, and a lot of people keep on saying he got prosecuted for shooting her. No, he got prosecuted for possessing a gun, which again was weird
Facts.
because everybody agreed that the gun was Kelsey's. So if the gun is Kelsey's, we all agree on that. And I don't even understand where the possession parts come in at. And then the neighbor that testified, if he wasn't paying attention to the trial, his original story was he did not see the little guy shoot the gun. All of a sudden,
Yep.
like when he got on the stand and said what he said, that fucked me up. And I didn't understand, like his lawyers was, I don't know if they was just trash or if they was, because
No,
I think he, go ahead.
Tommy, that goes into the conspiracy part you say, right? Now
Yeah,
remember his original counsel was worked for Rock Nation, and the bitch
absolutely.
turned into she made up a TV show or a series called Reasonable Doubt, and she's like an
Exactly.
executive producer. She
Yeah.
dropped being his attorney, like I want to say a month out or whatever. We were close to the beginning of the trial, right? So he had to get more counsel, and then that's when all the shit was shit.
Yeah, but I'm but what I'm saying is even that the counsel that he got after that person, like it's shit that I didn't understand, like the phone call. That would have been easy to fight against, and they didn't. He never admitted to anything. All he said was I'm sorry. And if you in a situation like that,
I'm
let's
sorry
just
for
say
fucking two hoes.
let's
That's
just
it.
say it's a fact that Kelsey did end up shooting Meg. Well, the reason all that shit went down was because the info came out that I was smashing both of y'all. So it easily could have been explained that I'm sorry for putting us in this situation to where it went down like this. But his defense never even fought against that narrative. It was weird. It was almost like they wanted him to go down. Like I again, I ain't nowhere near a lawyer, but I'm looking at this shit like, bro, this is easy shit that just simply ask a
Exactly.
question about.
Easy,
And they
like
never asked a
Tommy, and that's what
question
I'm saying.
about it.
Tommy, the biggest thing for me was the DNA shit. What y'all mean unknown DNA? That would have been my
Well,
immediate
no, no,
shit
no.
right there. What do you mean unknown? So it's
So
not Tory's DNA. Whose fucking DNA is it?
here's another part from the press conference. Cause see, most I actually went to YouTube to watch the entire press conference. Most everybody mostly just got the clip from the first guy that talked. They actually had conclusive evidence that it was it was 0.01% chance that it was his. Basically, it wasn't his DNA. Like that actually came out, and the prosecutors did not give that information to the defense. So like that's why I said this shit bigger than Meg. It's some
Yeah, that
weird shit going on because now you got withholding evidence. Now you got lawyers that aren't doing basic defense tactics to defend their client. It just a lot of this shit is just weird. And again, like I don't, subscribe to a lot of the conspiracy theories, but I'm like, bro, this shit just starting to look spooky. And then most people, if you tapped in with Tory or whatever, before all of this shit went down, he had did that shit with the
NFT.
NFTs, where
Yeah,
he
that's what I
he
said. Yeah,
independently released that album NFT and made a bag off that motherfucker. And if anybody is anybody and you got common sense, the record labels ain't gonna like that shit. So it was a lot of this shit that just came across as weird. But I think a lot of people don't understand off the rip. Nobody was ever prosecuted for the shooting of her. And then another part too was they put gun enhancements on them. Gun enhancements are only used, and I'll just say for
Gang
California,
member.
where when you're no, not even just gang members, when you're in the commission of a crime. So say like most of the people out here, if they catch a body, not only do they get the charge for the body, they get an enhancement for using a gun for doing that. So that's how that's used out here. Simple gun possession does not give you an enhancement unless you got hella felonies or something like that. Outside of that, they do not hit you with a gun enhancement. You don't have a record. So it was just a lot of this shit. Like they even came up with a case where like somebody from the Mexican mafia had smoked somebody and they hit bro with pretty much the same gun enhancements that they hit Tory with. It's just a super weird case. um I think they had somebody with a similar case to his, and he did like 2 to 3 years. And this is under the exact same prosecutor. They gave dude 2 to 3 years, and this prosecutor is the one that pushed for the 10 for Tory. But another part that I say is Tory got a kid at home, and you chose to uphold this fake ass image that you had and do 10 years over being at home with your kid. And that's just wild to me.
insane.
And that's the part that I think a lot of people need to get the fuck out of. Most motherfuckers that talk this snitching shit don't even know the purpose for it or none of that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like if I ask most
Snitching is only
motherfuckers,
for niggas that do crime. That's it.
if I
If for
ask
niggas that is
motherfuckers,
involved in the street.
what's the purpose
My bad.
of
Go ahead.
if I'm doing a crime, what's the purpose of you not snitching? Most motherfuckers can't answer that question. There's a specific reason for you to do that. If we go rob a bank and you get caught and I don't, now you're under the expectation to hold me down while I'm in there. If we're both in there, can't nobody hold nobody down. But most civilian motherfuckers don't even understand the logic of that shit. They just think it's, oh, don't snitch because you talking to the police. No, it's a strategic move where if you get away, I still have somebody out there that can hold me down while I'm in. Y'all niggas when like everybody involved with civilians. Nobody was in the commission of no kind of crime. The broad that really did it had immunity. They had to play. That's where I'm confused with. Like, y'all had the perfect play. She wasn't
Eh,
gonna do no time anyway. She had immunity. I was confused. So that
Tommy, I'm right there with you. I was like, once she got immunity, this is an easy. Oh, she did it. What's the problem?
yeah.
Who's going to jail?
So I think another part where Tory messed up is he should have just shut the fuck up. And I'm not saying that she's right, but you're dealing with a woman and you're in the media and you're just egging shit on it, egging and just nipping and nipping and nipping it. It's like, dog, just shut up. Let this shit play out. And if we gonna be solid about it, she was lightweight holding it down at the beginning. She wasn't saying shit. It wasn't until he kept kind of picking and picking and picking at her to where she finally was like, you know what, fuck it. Because when he did that, his fans started to attack her. And again, if we're dealing with a woman and we know how women, when they in their emotions, how they act, bruh, just leave this broad alone. Let this shit play out, how it's gonna play out or whatever, and keep it moving. But I think you ended up damn near turning her into an enemy because when you kept doing what you was doing, like essentially your fans started harassing the bra. And again, I'm not excusing the actions because it still is no excuse to, go in there if that's not what happened, to sit there and act like you matter of factly know that's what happened. But again, you dealing with a female that, through all of this shit got popped in the foot or however the fuck, and you're in the media and then you're essentially antagonizing the bro. So I think that part was kind of a mistake on his part at all. But um I just think this shit deeper than Tory and Meg. I'm like just looking at it now. I'm. They damn near got me buying into the Rock Nation shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man. Told like, listen, man, y'all gotta come to the 10-4 side, man. Been telling y'all this shit. Like I said, that's the first thing I talked about was the whole, like I said, when Tory and again, this is why I say, Tommy, I blame Tory for both. Tory is he got a little man complex. He got a Napoleon complex. So the nigga got to brag about everything he doing. He got to make it a lot bigger and be a lot louder than he should be. And when he did that shit with the NFT shit, bro, he was celebrating too hard. Not just that, but he was putting other people on. And this was before, and like I said, he was like the last nigga to do that. Because remember what happened right after that, or soon after? That's when they started doing the streaming deals and the streaming shit. And everybody was selling their fucking publishing, right? So this nigga found a way to make it, you feel me, to where the artist could get the most out of the fucking deal. This whole Megan shit comes up, and then he keep talking about, he's talking about this Megan shit come up, and then all of the ties of the shit. So they was tripping when his dad, called out Rock Nation and said, hey, this is the whole thing, but it's really some shit behind that shit, bro. All this shit, like you said, be it same thing with R. Kelly, same thing with Bill Cosby, bro. You get involved in this industry, this entertainment industry, you get too big. Diddy, same way, right? You get too big for your britches, you talk too much shit, you whatever, you think you get out of place, you get your ass back in line with this motherfucking court system, bro. And niggas not beating it.
Or they just get you up out of here. They do that too.
Well, they ain't really deleting niggas no more though. They ain't really getting niggas out of here no more like that.
I'm just talking about historically. That's how they get down.
But yeah, of course.
They gonna get you. They gonna get you in line one way or the other.
Because we got MJ and Prince, and they checked them the fuck up out of here real quick. And I just think it was weird that they both died under. I think it's weird that they both died under just suspicious ass circumstances. That was, and they both was kind of on the same type of height. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even go as far as to say that they're not checking them up out of here because they still got that option too if need be.
I know they got Prince up out of here because Prince is like, it was notorious. Like, I'm not streaming my music. You better buy my shit. And then like, I'm talking not even a week. I don't think the nigga was in the ground yet, and his shit was on all the streaming platforms.
Yeah, his family sold it. That's the only way they could get it. Remember, everybody, people don't remember the reason why he changed his name to artist formerly known as was for a music rights thing too.
Yeah.
So all the music he had did previous to that, he didn't have either didn't have the fucking
he had the rights to it,
publishing rights to it or some shit. So when he did that, he was able to fucking maximize, you know what I'm saying, his payout. We got him and another person people forget about damn, what's his name? Barry White. Barry White was saying the same thing, bro. Warning people about this internet shit. And niggas just don't listen, man. You got David Banner saying the same thing.
Do you know that Tory made 17 millions, bro, in a 3 week span with the NFT shit? 17.
Yeah, I remember the live that he made, and like 17? Fantastic said, he was literally on that live going, none of us artists have to, and I'm sitting there looking like, do you really think that's a good idea to sell what you're
what was the name of that live, Tommy? It was like Marathon Radio, something like that. Marathon Radio or some shit. Because he had that
quarantine. It was quarantine radio.
Quarantine radio. He used to have literally, before I even.
But this
he used to
wasn't
have
quarantine
100,000 people watching, bro.
He was in the kitchen when this happened. And because I literally remember the stream. He was in the kitchen when it happened. He was celebrating the NFT thing, and he was explaining how his fans bought the NFT. I forgot for how much, but they were literally reselling it and making, I forget, like 3 or 4 times their money. So that was one aspect of it. The other aspect of it was how much he made because he didn't have to go through any labels or anything like that. But I remember him selling it essentially like none of us artists even need these labels. And I'm sitting there like, bro, do you know how much money you taking out of some important people pockets like selling this? And I think some of these cats don't understand the evils that they dealing with when they get into this industry. So it's like
They don't.
when you come across some shit like that, it's like, bruh, you're not the smartest nigga in the world. And it's the reason why other niggas might have thought of that and thought different of not, taking that route. You know what I'm saying? And I think he just was kind of naive to, I mean, if you think about it, even like what we're talking about, a lot of people in 2025 don't even think a lot of this stuff is even possible anymore. But
Shit.
hell, I tell people all the time, and I don't want to get your shit flagged, but what happened in 2001, they played in our face with that shit.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
so that and that's something that everybody in America saw. And they basically looked at us and said, no, this is what happened. Shut the fuck up. And it's like, nigga, what you gonna do about it? And that's essential, and that's what we had to sell. I mean, when you look at all of the evidence with that situation, it's like this shit is not even possible. But they don't give a fuck. This is what we said happened, so this is what happened. Now go on about your shit. And then
Right.
that's how a lot of this shit work when you dealing with these, high ranking people and shit. And I think he was just kind of naive to the fact of what he was dealing with. So when you sitting there coming up with a idea that can literally take billion, we always say this, bro. If somebody came up with a cure for the common cold, they'd have check him out of here as fast as fuck. Because you're gonna cost so many people so much money, we can't even allow that to hit the
Dr.
shelves.
Savvy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
nobody is
yeah,
bigger than the program. Simple as that, man.
exactly.
Yeah, man.
Nobody's bigger than the program, man.
Anytime you, and I don't care if it's music industry, governments, whatever. Anytime you agree to be part of a machine like that that's generating billions of dollars, and you talking about disrupting that machine, they gonna get you the fuck up out of here. They gonna chew you up and spit you out. Period. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, you got to be the
Eh,
example. You got to be the example for other niggas. So hey, you
Yeah.
don't get no ideas, nigga. This will be you.
and that's what happened with your cousin P Diddy, bro. Diddy thought that he was bigger than the
Yep.
program.
Yeah, yeah. What
Yeah,
was it?
no, for
The
sure.
liquor,
Yeah,
The tequila.
the
that nigga
liquor.
from Georgia, that nigga is fantastic cousin, bro.
Don't keep
Y'all
over here,
y'all
bro.
ever watch that show Billions?
Hell yeah.
A
They
couple of
they
episodes, I never
so
got into it.
so if you watch that, they showed you the blueprint. Remember Doug Will when he went at it with the other billionaire and that nigga basically told him, nigga, like I got private investigators, nigga, that like that's how they play.
That's how they get down.
I'm
And
gonna
you
give
ever
You're
you
seen
right.
that show Succession?
no,
I'm
I
a,
haven't seen that one.
I heard, but I
It's
never seen.
similar type of show, but it's actually a little more grimy than Billions. Because Billions kind of
Oh,
they try
okay.
to throw the
What
comedy
about
whenever it's true.
Blacklist? Blacklist tell you a lot about that stuff, bro. It's crazy, fam.
I saw the first couple seasons and I didn't keep up with it.
It's some ill stuff. But back to the combo, right? Look what's going on with Diddy, bro. Diddy thought he was bigger than them boys. That in the Diageo company put a case on them. He put a case on them boys, and all of a sudden, this nigga was taking pussy. This man went 30 years doing what the fuck he wanted to do. He was doing his freak offs in peace. He was doing freak off in Europe, in the island, in New York, Miami, LA. He was doing all that shit at peace. You know why? Because then people put the stamp on him. Oh, we got you, man. You know what I'm saying? We got you covered over here.
But
And
that's
Diddy
one
thought
of
it
the
was a
biggest problems with Diddy though, is they gave him the rope to hang himself with. Like, let's not get it fucked up. That nigga ain't necessarily innocent in this shit. It's
no,
just the
it's not.
reason why they brought the shit. And
No,
so
but what
you
I'm
you out
saying,
here
Tommy,
acting wild, you gotta fall in line, nigga. If you ain't out here like a saint, you gotta fall in line. And that's
but
what
what
he
I'm
wasn't
saying,
doing.
Tommy, but what I'm saying is simple though. They knew how did. I want people to think about this. If I got enough money, nigga, to make you a billionaire, don't you think, Tommy, I know everything about you and everything about your family and how you get down
And
and how everybody around you get down?
and guess what, Poppy? I'm a bring this back to the Avatar. Don't be surprised when shit start coming out about old boy. Because they
Exactly. And
said,
me and you already talk about this.
yeah, that
I'm waiting for
they
it.
said it was a
Ooh.
lot of shit going down in that Hidden Hills mansion.
Who?
Exactly. So
Drake.
Drake.
Hey, when Dot said the NBC gonna get rated, he might not be too far off.
So this is what happened, bro. When you down with them people, my nigga, even when you're doing something wrong, bro, you ain't supposed to. Then people be like, you know what? We got you, man. Don't worry, don't trip, man. Pat in the back. Hey, man, hold on. You take a pussy. Oh, we got you. Don't pat in the back. Don't worry about it. As soon as you think like as soon as you start getting ideas on your own, like Diddy came out with his own liquor, the De Leon shit, that which he was the honor, and then he thought like, De Leon, you know what I can do? I can go ahead and sue Ciroc Diageo. And do y'all know that Diddy actually won that case, bro? That right there, he beating he's settling with them people though. That was the beginning of the end for Diddy, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure. Yeah.
I was like, oh, you think you bigger than us? Watch this.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you 300-400 million. He got cashed out, my nigga.
Yeah.
We going
Yeah, you
bro.
you can have your 3 or
We
4
gonna
million. Now go sit down for a
we
day.
go we're going to make you bleed every penny. Hey, Cassie, guess what? We got the tape over here. I think you should get 20, 30, 40 out of the nigga. Hey, y'all niggas over here. Yeah. I know y'all was on some gay shit over there. Guess what? We got a case for you. We're gonna get you, bro, fam. And that's how Diddy is not in jail because of all these hoes, my nigga. That's just for people to be entertained. Diddy's in jail
Yeah,
for
no, for
going against
sure.
them people, bro.
Yeah, he
That's
cost people
it.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, nigga, you hit some pocketbook. We gonna fuck your life up.
I do
I mean,
believe that
like,
hold on one second.
think
I do
about it,
believe
Poppy.
that hold on one second. Let me finish up and I shut up. I do believe they cannot get Diddy on the racketeering part, which is the one that is 25 to life. There is no way they can find him guilty on the racketeering part. Too many holes. Too many holes in the
Nigga, how
racketeering.
do you have a
Uh,
one man Rico? That's
uh,
unheard of. A one man
exactly.
Rico.
Exactly. Now
Hey,
the
Tommy,
second count.
he a
Hold on.
criminal organization of one.
The second part. The second charge is 15 years. That one, I'm like 60-40. That one, I think he can beat that one. However, Diddy is cooked on the third charge.
The
Sex
sex
trafficking.
trafficking, yeah.
Yeah,
It's cooked.
the trafficking. That's what he said.
And that
He,
one carried 10 years. You see what I'm saying? I think he
Because of
gonna be found
because
guilty
of
on
the
that.
language of how they describe it.
yeah,
That's why.
well, not just the language, right? The fact of the matter that you had the 13 different dudes, right? The 13 different dudes admitting that that's what they were, and they were paid and contracted to come out there
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm
that
saying. The
purpose.
wording of it. Because when you
Yeah,
think of sex
so
trafficking in your head, in our
it's
head,
niggas,
you naturally think it's against your will.
women. Yeah, and that's
Right.
but no,
And
against not just against the will, against women, Tommy. So
no,
this
no, no,
nigga
for
could be
sure.
the
But
first
I'm
nigga.
saying with anybody in your head, when you hear that word,
Yeah,
you're
it's
doing
for it.
something against this person's will. So
Yeah,
that's the part of the game that they change is wait a minute. So I can pay for somebody to come here, and that's a crime, even though they're coming in their
willingly.
yeah,
Yeah,
willing like
willingly.
that. That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. Yeah, man, but like you said, bro, like Diddy finna be the first nigga to ever be goddamn get a sex trafficking for niggas, man. That's
Yeah,
even wilder,
that
even
shit is
crazier.
super. Because you know what's crazy? We have not heard one female prostitute in this whole country.
Not one,
Like, wait a
Not
not
minute,
one.
one.
wait. So
That's
you was
crazy.
really doing MMFs around this motherfucker? Not no
Not no
FFMs. You
MMF,
was
nigga.
doing MMFs.
Hey,
What
that
the
nigga was
fuck?
doing That nigga was doing nigga. Not no motherfucking MMF, nigga.
Oh,
Cash
and
ass
I
nigga.
was and I went Duval. I could have went the rest of my life without ever hearing
Hey,
about this
DeBell,
nigga
you
rubbing.
got the YouTube playing in the background, bro. Mute the YouTube, bro. And then it's on DeBell. Once you get go ahead,
I
Tommy.
could have went the rest of my life without hearing about this nigga rubbing another nigga nut on
You
his
still there, DeBell?
nipples. That's wild.
Tommy, I heard that shit, and I had to cut it off. I'm good.
Yeah, I was done. It's time to check out
Yeah,
of
man. Like
this.
I said, yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, again, like I said, man. Shout out to you strong black male YouTubers out here covering the Diddy trial.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I don't want to hear no more.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
good.
I don't even need that in my spirit.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
exactly.
Listen, man, I didn't even think it was possible.
I
I know
don't
this
know.
is
You
a
getting
freaky
there? You
ass
can get
nigga.
them views, bro. Then he
Nah, I'm
views is
cool.
huge, family.
Nah, it's
Nah,
all
I'm
right.
cool. I'm cool.
Bro, you got this girl on stem
Hey, all views ain't good views.
Hey, you got this girl on stem sending this nigga Diddy emails. I mean, the only bright part, if you want to say anything positive about this nigga, man, because I think he guilty, right? Of some of the shit. I don't think he guilty of all of it, right? This girl sending this nigga emails talking about Diddy, I'm horny. let's set up a freak off. You see what I'm
The bitch
saying?
sending a text talking about I want to fuck.
But the only
What
the
the
only
fuck?
part the only part about this right here, bro, is bro, Diddy, as of right now, he seems that he ran everything through her. It was like a never a direct payment between Diddy and then brother fuckers.
Well, here go the other angle people ain't peeped, and I heard somebody say this bitch is the Ghislaine Maxwell to Diddy.
Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, like
And nobody looking at it that way.
I said
And hey,
earlier.
who what which one is it? Young Miami, right?
Yeah.
We ain't forgot, bitch. Young Miami. We know you was trying to take Cassie's place, talking about you like being peed on, bitch. So we know it wasn't just Diddy for you either. You just got your money and got the hell on. But yeah, you ain't fooling nobody, Young Miami. Let me get my man DeBell in here. What's up, bro? What's going on with you?
Hey, what's up? I sound better now?
Yeah, perfect, brother. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you good.
I wanted to touch on the Tory Lanez case for a minute, man. You know what was so weird in the beginning of this crime, right? Nobody knew if she got shot or was it glass. Now, all the players that was involved in the case was at the scene at the time of the arrest or when the police showed up, right? So it shouldn't have been no question who did what because you got to test for gun residue. So as far as
Exactly.
the ballistics, like, did the police do their job?
Not couldn't have, bro.
Like,
And that's what I'm saying.
who did you test for gun residue?
So
I think they did though.
Guess Tory Lane.
They brought up GSR. They brought up GSR a couple of times, right? And I think Tory Lanez had GSR on him was the issue. So that's what was one of the things that he was trying to use. He had the GSR, but he didn't have, but he wasn't on the gun, and that's what they was trying to explain. And his defense did a horrible job. Is even though he had the GSR because he's trying to prevent the other girl from shooting Megan.
Okay, so now Megan got treated at the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what doctor can determine whether this is a gunshot residue or whatever the case may be, or glass? Why was that question even out there? And
They say it
where
was
would the
gun
glass come
fragment.
from?
The bill. They never even clarified that she was shot, like saying with a wound
Exactly.
or whatever.
So if you're being treated by a doctor, come on, man. A
Is
doctor
that-
knows what
And we know she wasn't shot in the foot because the bitch was dancing on stage. What 2 days
like
later?
2 days later.
If you got shot in the foot, fam, you are gonna be laid up for a while, and then you are gonna be walking
bro,
with a
like
limp
that.
after you get back up. Come on, man.
Yeah, a bullet hole don't heal like a regular wound, bro.
Yeah, and not only that, but like, okay, who's representing Tory Lanez? Like, is he not listening to anyone? Is he not listening to his counsel? Because anybody representing you in a criminal case like this would tell you to shut the fuck up and get off social media. Like, you see how his dad was so vocal outside the courtroom? Like, you didn't even listen. I mean, your dad didn't give you no kind of instructions to be quiet, or, because he acted like he was kind of knowledgeable of Rock Nation and everything that was going on behind the scenes. So nobody had the common sense to tell him, even though he's not a street dude and he's from Canada, whatever, but like, you hired counsel and you got people around you that could tell you, man, be quiet, man.
Do y'all even remember that the whole thing with August Alsina went down while this shit was still pending? That's how stupid this nigga was. You're publicly fighting niggas while you're on trial for this shit. So he was a whole idiot during this whole shit, like, for sure.
And I'm like, man, it got to be the ultimate simp move to know that you did not do this crime, and the play was already out there for the real shooter to get immunity. And you know what I'm saying? And like somebody said earlier, like, Megan was kind of quiet. I mean, you know who shot you, but you didn't say nothing until the end, until she was getting heat from Tory's fans and and shit like that. When it started making her look bad, that's when she started speaking out, acting like she a victim and all this whatever, you know what I mean? And then turning on him. But yeah, that I mean, that whole case is is just messed up, man. But like you know, hey man, some niggas come out of prison chiseled, some niggas come out cut up. And and hopefully he get out of there, man. But like, man, he's in there because of him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to be in there because he should have spoke up from the beginning and told the truth and just kept it 100. But like, you was trying to save the honor of these females and do all this, and you sacrifice yourself for these tramps.
I'm gonna be solid with you. I don't even know if it had nothing to do with. I think he was trying to uphold an image, and that's the part that irks me so much with the rap shit is they've intertwined the streets with civilians, and you got civilians trying to operate under a code that they never abided by. It was like
I agree.
the niggas that's supposed to abide by don't.
Right.
So why are civilians out here trying to do it? It's the dumbest shit
Right.
in the world. So I think it was just a situation where he didn't want to end up being labeled a snitch. So you decided to lose time with your son for 10 years because you want to uphold an image. And it's just dumb as fuck.
Yeah, like he just signed up for it. But but to the Cassie thing, right? Now you gotta think her husband has got to be one of the nastiest dudes on earth. Now you just wifed up and bareback, and now you learning in court how nasty your wife is.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I mean, I don't know how long he was a personal trainer, but if she was going through all this abuse, now you know how women dress in the gym and how women dress to work out, right? So you didn't notice any bruises on Cassie? Like, you
No,
didn't notice like the day after a party that she smelled like urine?
I don't think he gave a fuck. I think he was
Devel,
fucking, and he was happy to
I'm
be
going.
fucking.
I'm going to assume that when Diddy put a pause on that whole, she wasn't going to the gym for the next week or two, because at that point, I mean, she's a public figure. I cannot afford for people to see you bruised up. That would be my assumption. Because
Yeah,
from what
when
the court was saying,
she
they say
said
that when Diddy used to beat her up,
he'll put her up in the hotel.
he used
Yeah,
to keep her in the hotel for like weeks and shit like that.
So this was over a course of what, 10 years, 13
10
years?
years.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever they were together. They didn't start off doing free call from the beginning, bro. The free call came he made it when he was 19, but the free calls came 2 years later, I believe.
I thought she signed a deal at 18.
19.
I don't
And
know.
like
She
Yeah,
he
was
but
young
really
as
like
fuck. Shit.
met her at 17, 16.
the free calls came later on. That's the thing that the court is kind of like picking it all. What time the free calls started when she turned 22, some shit like that.
Right. So she never took pictures of herself, of her bruises?
No, I don't think
Uh,
so. I'm not sure.
we got to go back to the era. So that would be the year. You see what I'm saying? This picture shit is more like a recent shit. You see what I'm saying?
And
Right. But you got
he also had control of her phones and all of her
Right.
electronics. So she even said like when she would get punished, she would take her phone and laptops and shit. So if she even had that, he had the means to go in there and delete all that shit anyway. And imagine if this nigga whooping your ass and he go on your phone to see you collecting evidence.
but do you know how
That's
many
another
public
ass whoop.
but do you know how many public appearances Diddy has made throughout the years? Like
Yeah.
how do you have that much control? And I say the same thing about R. Kelly, right? Like R. Kelly was going on tour. So you mean to tell me he had women in cages and bondage
Well,
locked up while he was out of town?
Bill, we gotta be solid, right? We know regular niggas that have that amount of control over bras. So when we talking about dudes like this, I think that's a level that a lot of us regular niggas can't even understand. Because you have two things. You have part of it where the woman wants to be in that position, and then you have another part where they have so much power that again it's that's a power that none of us regular niggas would ever understand because most of us won't ever have the type of power that these niggas have. Like you talking about niggas that's tapped in with the police, that's tapped in with politics. Like that's a different power that regular niggas will never have. So and I liken it to like and fantastic, you know what I'm talking about like in the military. If you tapped in with the right people in the military, you could damn near do whatever the fuck you want to do. Because whoever you're gonna run to, this person might have them in their back pocket and they'll pretty much just act like you and say shit to them.
So
Yep.
so do you think the girl that got allegations on Shannon Sharp had fear of him?
I think that's a different situation to be honest with you. Like I think that's a
No.
situation where he put himself in a position to pretty much get played.
Yeah, that's just him being
Because
goofy.
yeah, like if you read some of the
Right.
messages,
So
you could damn
yeah,
near
so
tell that
so
she
na-
was on a
I
she
got
had a hustle going.
I got you.
That was a old
So
situation.
hold on. So the fear Cassie had of Diddy, right? Um, like what was the fear?
So DeVille, I put it like this, right? It's not even necessarily of him. Is when I put you in a position and I can show you my power, right? So again,
No, no. What I'm saying is, because like sometimes people say somebody got a fear that they won't go to the authorities, whatever, right?
yeah.
But you didn't go to the authorities first. You went to a lawyer first, and then ultimately now, the authorities got involved. So does she have the same fear? And now she has children, right? So I mean, Diddy is still Diddy, and
Well,
Diddy still knows people that's out, you know what I'm saying, in
no, but so this is
society.
what we said
If there
earlier,
was going to be a
DeVille.
threat of doing something, why would the threat stop just because a man is in
Because
prison?
so no, so this is what we said earlier. This shit didn't start until he fucked with the wrong people. So I'm pretty sure, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been rumors that even the Shannon Sharp thing went down like this, but I'm pretty sure that when he had that situation with the tequila people, I'm pretty sure they tapped in with her and got this shit going in
Bingo.
motion.
Yeah.
Well, not even Tommy. They knew about the situation when it happened. I think the hotel situation was what 2015,
In
whatever it
No,
was.
LA,
100%.
16.
But what I'm saying is that I'm saying the power that made her to come out is if she got these people backing them up, that's another different level of power. Because
Right.
now it's like they're gonna come to hit her and go, "We can protect you." And what I'm saying to you, DeBelle, is if I'm with you, right, there's gonna be instances that I can show you how much power I have. So I might do this, and this, where a regular nigga might have to have a conversation with the police about it. I make a phone call to say like a lieutenant that I know on the force, and he comes and clean it up. So me witnessing that, going, damn. So if I call the police, this is how it's gonna get handled. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a different level of power that normal niggas don't have. And so that's why I said, like, even in the military, like it's certain people that like they'll do certain shit, and a regular nigga would end up going to go see the man about it, and this nigga could tap in with this, and this, and the whole shit would disappear. So once you see that, now everybody that's under that person goes, "Oh yeah, I can't really fuck with him because you get what I'm saying? Like he ain't gonna be dealt with a normal type of way." So when you dealing with somebody like a Diddy or somebody with that type of power, it's a different dynamic than you dealing with the regular nigga.
No, definitely. Like I said, you're right, Tommy. I mean, again, man, like I said, all of these situations, be it Diddy, be it R. Kelly, um Diddy, R. Kelly,
It was
who's the other
another.
one?
It
We
was
just said
another thing I wanted to mention
Tory,
there.
Tory
Tory Lane.
Lanez.
Tory Lanez, yeah, Tory Lanez. It's all bigger shit, man. That's triggering this shit, bro. It's a whole, like I said, it's a whole bunch of overtones on this shit, bro, that people don't want to look at because it's easy to say it's a conspiracy theory. And it, I remember.
Oh yeah. I know what I wanted to touch on again. The male escorts. Now, are they victims or volunteers?
Well,
Everybody volunteered, bro. I'm
well,
sorry.
no,
Yeah, no,
DeBelle, it's a great point. So DeBelle, they're not even claiming victimhood. but them acknowledging their participation is what's gonna get him fucked on the trafficking,
Yeah,
right?
because it puts them under that statute.
That's where the trafficking is coming in, right? So what I don't understand is if you got sex trafficking charges, who are the customers?
Exactly.
Like how
Apparently just Diddy and Cassie. Apparently.
yeah, so you're not a trafficker, you're a trick. If you're paying for prostitutes, you're tricking. Now,
Well, so
how is
Technically
Diddy
speaking, tricking is
benefiting?
crime too. Technically speaking.
Well,
What's
No,
that?
well, it's
Hold on,
the
hold on.
state lines part. So it's them crossing the state lines part that makes it trafficking.
But
well,
hoes travel all the time.
but see, this is how they play with the law. The way that it is originally written is for women that's in that work, and it might be against their will, and they're being sent for.
And
The
minors too.
problem with that, and with a lot of laws is because it's no different even like with the RICO law. It was made for a certain thing, but because it's so broad, now we can play with it. Now we can throw niggas under it because certain shit checks off, and that's essentially what they're doing. Is like you said, there's not necessarily a quote unquote victim here, but you fall under the statutes of what this qualifies for, so we can hit you with this. So they just pretty much playing with the law and the language of the law.
See, and that's where shit get fucked up because you can go on vacation with your female. Once you get to the destination, you have sex. Now you just sex trafficker.
Well,
See the
technically you're
bill. No,
right,
and
but
that's
I think
what
you have to have a
Bill.
background of being a sex
No.
worker.
Let me go.
Well, that's well.
Let me hop in real quick. Hold on, let me say this. And DeBell, that's what brothers are starting to be worried about, and is why they need to make these laws extremely, extremely specific, because now dudes are talking about the opportunity and the chance of a bitch to do that, especially in this climate, right? They was talking about it's a meme going around now of some woman saying, "Oh, it takes me 15 years later, after my divorce, to remember I never consented to sex," type shit, right? So
Yeah,
this
that's
bitch,
crazy.
the bitch is basically saying she was being forced or coerced into sex the entire fucking marriage. So you're right, and this is why I say men got to stop being bitches and pussies, bro. Men have made this legal system and made this society as to where the woman is a fucking victim, no matter what, no matter her participation, no matter her enjoyment, no matter her length of involvement, no matter her occasions. Bro, Cassie did this shit for what, 8 years or whatever? However fucking old it was. You feel what I'm saying? She did this shit for all these years, made money, got famous, enjoyed it. Like you said, I think Dub told me, whoever it was, no, it was Blanco. This bitch hitting the escorts on the back end for some personal fun. So, bitch, you can't be too traumatized if you letting the nigga piss on you in front of everybody else, and now you want to piss on you in private too, 1-on-1. But she's a woman.
Hey, let me
Well,
ask.
not even just that, Fantastic. She even admitted that a big reason why she didn't stop the shit was because she didn't want this nigga to do it with somebody else.
Ain't she
Hey,
love
hey,
him?
hey, let me ask all y'all a question. Have you ever heard of a case where a woman had allegations on a man that he abused her, he did whatever to her, and then over all the years of this man spending money on her, giving her gifts, that she ever returned any of these items or
Of course not.
returned any of the money?
Of course not.
Of course not.
That's pain and suffering payment.
Of
Bro,
course
listen,
not.
bro. At the end of the day, bro, listen, man. Do I think that nigga Diddy is gay? I don't think we needed this trial to know that. I think we had a pretty good idea that man was playing for the other thing. However, him paying for these niggas, bro, I don't see nothing wrong with that. It's weird, crazy, right? The thing is, with people trying to find out if this woman is a victim or a volunteer, I think this woman, Cassie, traded her soul and her dignity in order for her to be a singer and the wifey of the most powerful hip hop nigga type shit. So I don't know. But then again, they're gonna find that main charges of he ain't escaping this one though. I'm sorry, he ain't escaping this one. But I don't think he getting the racketeering.
Nah, they gonna hit him. They gonna hit him with the sex trafficking. He probably sit down.
Yeah,
Watch
Yeah,
it.
the Tempest.
hearing aspect of it, but he, like I said, he not getting off everything. I think we all agree on that, whichever ones. I think the racketeering is gonna be a hard thing.
Are the dudes testifying? The male escorts?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that they set it up in a way that because Cassie's pregnant, she's about 8 months, like she can pop it with the baby any minute, right? They set it up to the because usually she's supposed to be she's the star. Usually they keep her until the end. She's like the closest. She's like Mariano Rivera in a way, right? But since she's pregnant, they put her first because most likely in the next 2-3 weeks she's gonna give birth, and then what they did it backwards. She going first, and then they're gonna have the prostitute niggas testifying in the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, once they
So this-
testify, that's a wrap.
So this is the
No, they
question.
already
I
have-
mean,
they already
all
have
this
one
power,
that,
all this power that y'all said Diddy got, in the legal system and all over the place. So they didn't do any kind of investigation about these male escorts and the history of, their work. Like this can't be the first job they ever came and did. You know what I mean? Like they were only booked for Diddy. They didn't have no prior prostitution history.
They were getting this shit is crazy. They were getting niggas from Craigslist and Backpage, bro.
Yeah, Backpage, yeah.
This is some crazy shit, bro.
So if you got their ads, then that shows that these men weren't forced to do what they was doing.
But that
they was
no, but
voluntarily doing it.
They agree with that. They agree with that. The thing that the problem is that's going on here is they were doing that. They were selling dick, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So what happened is Diddy was into this freak off thing, right? So he was putting the niggas on a plane from Miami to LA. You see what I'm saying? That's what make it law business, federal, right there. Then, so what Diddy was he was
but
hiring
Cassie
niggas.
was the
Hold
one
on.
financing it, right? It was under her name.
Yes, but the way that the federal Cassie, as of right now, from what I'm listening, is everything came from Cassie. Cassie pretty much put the whole thing together. But the way that the feds came to Cassie was like, "Hey, bitch, look, we're coming after this nigga for fucking with our boy, the Diageo boys. We're not gonna prosecute your ass, but you gotta tell us the money. You know where the money come from, bro. You see what I'm saying? Even though that she's the one making the payments, but the money coming from Diddy.
You got to think about how the RICO laws, why they created those laws, right? They try to do that to
To get the boss.
To get the Italian mob, right? They never could get the boss. The boss don't talk to nobody.
Right,
So
but you
the
said
boss-
mob. Now this is only one man. How can you put one man under a RICO law?
Well, this is a nigga, so they break the rules for a nigga. They don't give a fuck.
That's not gonna fly, man. That ain't gonna fly, bro. That's
I mean, RICO is for an organization.
Well, that's why the RICO thing was crazy to begin with. But I mean, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I mean, so
Yeah,
that's why I don't think it's
this did it. This is a black guy. We're like, fuck it. We breaking our own rules, nigga. You a Rico of wine on this one. Fuck it. A Rico of wine.
and they say, okay,
I think he's gonna get off from everything, man.
Even
He gonna
with
get off from
racketeering, didn't R. Kelly get a racketeering charge?
Yeah, that's the one that carried 25 to life.
Yeah, he got charged with the RICO, bro. He got convicted of the RICO, bro.
Wow.
Let me read these super chats, man. We gonna get up out of here. Shout out to my man Dane C. Oh, my bad. No, hold on, my bad. Herb Saint. Let me get you in here, brother, after I read these super chats. Shout out to Dane C for the 2. Appreciate you. Keep in mind the freak offs had hardcore drug use. Of course, brother. Of course. Shout out to DC Slim in the building. What's up with you, brother? For the 5. Puff got them tapes with Obama and George. He ain't going home until they get that tape. I don't know about George. Definitely Obama. I believe Obama.
Yeah,
but I
them
don't know
tapes,
about
he be up out of here for good.
Yeah, talking about Will's wardrobe for the 5. Appreciate it. I'll never forget the Drink Champs interview. Dude trying to take 50 shopping and paying for D is wild. Ray J having booty goons. Shout out to DC Slim for another 5.
Remember when he was talking
This case is about freak off tapes. The very important people at the freak off. The other shit is a cover up. Think about it. Now I believe you, bro. Remember, hey, y'all forget. I don't know if y'all forget. Y'all aware that motherfucking what's the bitch name? The like the most famous lesbian of all time. She had the show. What's the bitch name? White bitch like
Ellen.
Ellen
Ellen.
DeGeneres.
Bro, Ellen moved out the country, nigga. Ellen
I ain't know
moved.
that.
And then they was just showing the clips of her talking about them joking about the party. Hey, you gonna come to my party? You gonna be there? La, 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 la. Listen, man, this is like you said, bro. The Hollywood shit is, bro. That Hollywood shit. More and more people starting to find out, bro. That shit ain't just no saying. It ain't no conspiracy. The level of crazy, wild, diabolical shit that goes on at those levels, dog, with celebrities and politicians, unbelievable, bro.
What
Look
they
at
ain't
my
talking
man.
about that shit
Diddy,
started.
Diddy used to be on her show all the time.
Yeah, all the time. And
They
like I
And
said,
talking about that shit since our parents,
she
though.
a part of the alphabet community. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and it's crazy that the alphabet. I don't even want to call it accusations on Diddy are
that shit.
there, but where's the alphabet community support for Diddy?
Oh no, they can't do that. But hey,
They
Herb
always
Saint, what you got for me,
they
bro?
always distance themselves once one of their own get in trouble.
Yeah, always. Herb Saint, you there? Herb Saint, you muted, brother. If you're trying to talk, if not, we gonna go ahead and close it out, brother. I'm trying to bring you up. Herb or Herb. Oh, fuck it, I tried. But hey, man, it was a great convo, man. Don't you niggas be getting involved in these Diddy activities out here. All right. Don't be out here fucking doing the bending, nigga. All right. And for you young niggas, bro, remember at the first fucking threat, man, of not seeing your kids or not this, then that, man, cut that bitch off and get your paperwork started. Another thing, start snitching, nigga. Start snitching on these hoes. All right. That snitching shit. Fuck out of here. She's gonna fucking run and everybody's gonna believe her, my nigga. So start snitching. That bitch put a fucking hand on you. Hey, put the people in her life. But anyway, man, hey, really appreciate y'all pull up on me. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms. That's that on that. We'll catch y'all on next, man. Holla, we out.